Okay. All right. I guess I'm live. I don't think I'm going to have anybody tuning in very soon. So I'm going to take some time and copy and paste a few things here. Okay. Give me that. Where do I want? I'll go there. And okay. This place. Yes, right here. Let me go to YouTube. Make sure I'm on there. Get a link. Yeah, there we are. Okay, link to this. I guess I'll do this one. Share. Copy the link here. Back to this. Back to here. Copy the link here. And I'm going to share these links. And then I'm going to go ahead and start this thing here. Share these links. And then I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. Okay, here we go. I'll just see if anybody wants to come in. This is the Mach 420 Caffe. All right, I got your message, Tog.
What's up, everybody?
Okay, I pinned the message finally to the YouTube. Or anybody that wants to come in and have a chat. Just gonna let the music roll till get some peeps in here that want to talk. This is a Mach 420 Caffe. So I'm borrowing a friend's music. This is my favorite part.
What's up, everybody?
I don't want to put Brojo on there.
Fuck 10 likes.
Uh-oh.
Since you guys are here already, we'll just go straight to the show.
Okay, let's do that. Hey, what's up, Bond? So I'm just waiting for some peeps to show up. If they do, maybe we'll have something to talk about. Yeah, we can talk about copyright infringement, maybe. Hey, St. Tommy, you want to come in? Yeah. It's as safe as you want it to be, St. Tommy. You're pretty safe, aren't you? I would let you in. It's a little past your bedtime, though, isn't it? I keep seeing you having these hangouts. I get notifications, and you don't like to leave them up. So, and it's like I'm snoozing. I'm in snooze land at 5 in the morning or whatever ungodly hour you're posting. So yeah, we could. Anybody who wants to come in, we can have an open discussion, whatever, like usual. See wherever the conversation leads. Grab a cup of coffee or a beer, or pack yourself a bowl, whatever. Twist one up. If you're a roll your own kind of guy, come on in. I'm gonna go like another 15 minutes, and if no one comes in, I'll just shut it down. Oh, we have a guest. Okay, everybody. One of my favorite people in the whole world, St. Tommy.
It is I.
How are you, my friend?
Thank you. Well, and you?
Hold on a second. I gotta turn this volume down, I think. Yeah,
Have you? Is this like a plagiaristic live stream? Is it a mock or a parody live stream?
I don't know. I was hoping to discuss copyright infringement. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think I said that before. You probably heard me. No, I'm just
oh yeah,
I'm just playing with Brojo.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
I don't know, like I've told Brojo this before, but there's certain things, I don't know, it might be a song you hear, it might be a memory you have or something that you sort of starts it's sort of it's just, but it's the kind of thing that like I get the same feeling when I'm out at like late at night, if it's snowing, huge flakes, just in the dark, and you're walking out in it.
Emoting. It's called emoting.
Okay,
and
yeah.
You mix that with woo.
Exactly. Like it's definitely that woo woo thing. That's what I'm talking about. And it's just like it lifts your. I don't know. There must be some endorphins or something that go off.
What'd you say again? Music makes you have an epiphany.
No, it's just like whenever I hear that song, Brojo's that music, especially the second one where it comes on,
right?
Yeah, I get that feeling. I mean, it's like
place where lightning slowly pass by.
It's the kind of thing where I'll just be sitting there, and all of a sudden I notice I got a smile on my face when I didn't have one before. If that, you know what I mean?
Wow,
I don't know if that explains it. I guess I look forward. I really I enjoy these. I enjoy these hangouts. Obviously, right? I'm always in there hogging them all.
It's rather pleasant. Yes.
Yeah. So what are you doing in the morning with these videos?
Oh, what am I doing? It's just
I haven't had the chance to check it out.
No marketing goal.
I can tell. Your marketing sucks if you're trying to spread.
Exactly.
It's like either
quaking.
eat it while you're like one of those guys that show up at on the corner with a bag full of burritos that are hot and all ready to eat, and unless you're there, sorry, you don't get a burrito.
Morning people, all jacked up on caffeine, quaking with stage fright.
Okay, so yeah, usually up there with drinking a cup of coffee.
Yeah, yeah. I like coffee. Yeah.
You know what the difference is between you holding a stream and you appearing in somebody else's stream?
Do pray tell what?
It all depends on how long your stream lasts, but that's about the difference.
Hmm.
Is that do you get
Noted.
do you
Noted.
get do you get my point?
No.
Okay, well, the point is if you ever show up in somebody else's stream, you're like there for like 2 minutes and then you're gone.
Right.
Unless you hold your own stream, then you're there. Then you're sort of
Trap.
captive. Yeah,
Right.
captive audience. Make a captive audience of yourself.
Well, being a wannabe stand-up Theo comedian, you can't always be in uniform. Shit.
And don't take any of this as a criticism. I think just making an observation, I guess.
Are you rating me? You're rating me. Oh my God.
No, I'm not trying to
You're
rate
rating me, man. Well, that was a gracious rating. It's okay.
I'm sitting here with a vape pen in my hand that I've been hitting for a
You,
while.
you
So,
think Brojo? You think the Brojo is the next Joe Rogan?
dude, seriously, if somehow I think if somebody just got the right person stumbled across the 420 cafe and just like spent a little bit listening, I just don't see. I think people would dig that like this is what I miss from the G Plus days. You know what was great? You could go, next door and hit another one, and go and hit another one, same kind of
Well,
quality,
that
generally speaking,
that G Plus interface had some advantages. You could see a lot of different hangouts going on simultaneously,
yeah,
and you could see who was in there, but you couldn't listen in unless you went in.
I know
And you couldn't go in if any one of the participants blocked you. And
right.
so that just led to all kinds of blocking wars and butt hurt, and it was a trip, man.
But
you'd
at the same
rag
time,
somebody's ass from the outside chat somehow, and
but
about not being allowed in.
But St. Tommy, that's just all part of the huge education about humanity that you could get if you hung around there. Yeah, like
blocking
just
still
learn about
happens.
your brothers and sisters, man. There's no, oh my God, the human I'm just saying, there's no better place to learn the ins and outs of the human family and its different members.
You like human beings, don't you?
I love them.
Yeah, I know. Aren't they interesting? They are.
Hell yeah. Beats anything else I've ever
wanted.
I mean, I like Jackson. He's but
the cringe, the gracious cringe. It's just premium.
Yeah.
So, did you hijack that icon you're sporting there?
I've had that for a little while.
Bluntzilla? Is that a synonym for our brother?
Well, it's just
John?
it's related to 420 Cafe, the Bluntzilla guy.
I see.
You remember the Halloween show, don't you?
Yeah.
You do not.
Seems like 100 years ago, but yes, vaguely.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up a little.
Man, come on, man.
Bear with me. Can I guess I can change around stuff in this thing. I'm already sharing. I'm gonna try anyway. So, what are you up to these days, anyway, St. Thomas?
I'm making a chicken coop. Yes, a chicken coop.
Are you serious?
Yes,
You
I'm
are in the
excited
middle of
about it.
making a chicken coop?
I've been pricing out
You're in the same place, I'm assuming, right?
in an undisclosed location. Yes.
Okay, but it's not undisclosed to me, is it?
No, no. You do have understanding that it's
Okay,
not
I just want to
common
know what
understanding.
I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I'm talking about the same place.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, wow, how
You
cool.
remember that clock? You remember the clock? Yeah. Huh?
Oh, the tall one, you mean? Like
No.
the grandfather clock, you mean?
Well, it's actually a wall clock, but it
Well, but it works with the weights.
pendulum. Yeah, pendulum, and
Yeah.
it's winded up. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I'm here making a chicken coop.
What do you call that? A stepdad's clock?
Probably. Yeah, that would work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, 1 second.
I wind it up about once a month, run it for a few days.
Oh, okay.
But I'm making a chicken coop. I've been pricing out hardware cloth.
Are you going to utilize that building?
No,
Oh,
that thing's run down.
well, it seems like you could make it into a chicken coop with that much work.
That's probably true.
I mean, if just a chicken coop, don't have to look right. I mean, it just has to keep
That's
the chickens,
true.
right?
I mean, what the hell? That's a good thing.
I would just gut that thing or whatever. I mean, I'll clean it out and then make my pens in there or whatever you do with chickens coops.
Right.
And you got a pre-made little building, man, perfect size. I'd say, but you do.
Well, I got 2 cats in there now. You remember you found that mama with all that litter of kittens?
It's still related kits in there. I mean,
Well, the mama and one of the kittens that she had out of that litter.
Well, that's they're like 5 years old or something now.
Yeah.
Huh.
One of the other babies kittens I took out to a friend of mine, and it took up with his neighbor. It abandoned my friend, and took up with the neighbor, and they had a family, so he said, "Fuck it,"
Right.
They obviously fed it better food, better conditions,
That's it's just a little
It
touches
happens.
your heart a little bit.
It happens,
Yeah. I guess it wasn't. Yeah, there's a lot of
So
songs.
working on a chicken coop. Got a router table, Harbor Freight.
And what is that?
Headphones.
Is that to assist your chicken coop product?
Yeah.
Did you pick that up for that job?
No, I've had it for a while.
Okay.
But one thing I do struggle with inspiration, so I'm happy to be enthused about this chicken coop. It's like, yeah, something meaty, something good. I know it's small potatoes, but it's also artistic-y, So.
Oh, yeah. Well, at the price of eggs, man.
Yeah, and practical, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've been looking at the one out there. I've been looking at the one out at
Uh oh. I might be getting a scolding here. What's up? What's up?
I didn't know I started a franchise.
Did you hear the music when I had it on?
No, I just went on YouTube to see what was going on, see who was
Oh, you
live.
missed it.
I was actually contemplating starting one.
Oh, you were? Well, hey,
and I was like, "Oh, okay, Ironic's got one going." All right.
Yeah, well, check it out. This is what everybody else got to hear.
The iron hand of moderation belongs to Ironic. Uh-oh.
You guys didn't use any signature,
This is what they heard. So I played that about 3 times through, just the music, and then St. Tommy Pop finally came in, so I shut it off. You saw the title.
How'd you get a hold of it? How did you get a hold of it?
I'm just sharing your freaking video, dude, in the background. Here, I'll stop sharing.
That's funny. Well, I'm flattered. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way,
You're the
Oh, wait a
next
minute.
Joe Rogan, Joe. Shit.
Huh?
You're the next Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
no.
got off
I mean-
topic there, St. Tommy.
No way.
Yeah, man. Look out, John. Fame's gonna get you. Watch out.
No way, please.
I was sharing my opinion about that. Like, if somehow the right person, all it's going to take is the right person to stumble across it, and they'll be like,
It'll
and
just
then
happen.
then there'll be Joe Rogan, like,
It's kind of like getting
show a
laid
little
for the
clip
first
of you,
time,
and
know?
everybody will be like,
No, I'm Bro Joe. Bro Joe. I'm Bro Joe.
yeah, don't ever change, bro, Joe. Okay,
Yeah, never grow, never mature.
don't sell out. Don't sell
grow.
out to the.
Don't sell out to Spotify.
Don't sell out to the man, please. I would really be disappointed.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. I needed that. Thank you.
Dude, it's like my favorite
Don't
podcast.
iron it. I remember you had some aspirations about starting a social venue at one time. Is my memory failing me, or didn't you?
Well, I was going to put together something like a
Pizza
a
Hut.
Pelagian, a Calvinist, and a gay priest walk into a bar, and that was going to be the title of the podcast. And I was going to try to get me and Mark and Vincent, the fake Bonson, on, and discuss current events like we kind of do here.
Damn, that sounds like a winner idea.
But what do you think about the title? A Pelagian, a Catholic, or no, a Pelagian, a Calvinist, and a gay priest walk into a bar,
Damn.
and then like ... It's like, I think it'd be hilarious, dude. Because at the time, Mark was all into his Catholicism, and he was making serious arguments and everything. Like I mean, obviously he went through all kinds of phases, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, absolutely. No, that wasn't the vision that I was referring to. But
I mean, I have my channel.
you
I
said
would have
something about opening a pizza place.
Oh, that
and
thing.
have live streams.
Yeah.
From the pizza place. I think Tim Pool's trying to do that these days.
I think God, looking back, I think God was using that mentally, like, as a carrot. He was, anyways, I was being directed in my, like, you recall, I don't know,
I tried to help.
Were aware of what was going on at the time from the time I left my job and all that, leading up to it, and then the divorce and going on from there. I mean, you was there, right, in real time every day.
Just pull out all your old underwear and show us all the war stains. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Brojo was there for part of it, but I mean, those were the days where we were just these weren't live broadcasts, but we were just in like Walmart, people at Walmart hanging out in there and talking all the time. You recall?
Well, the social venue.
What I got today.
What'd you get? A mug? Look, John got a mug. All right.
Okay.
Oh, you can't see the green. Oh, you can't see the green because of the green screen.
Oh, nice! It looks better that way, though.
I know that's
a nice.
Can't order one
can't order a see-through. That'd be nice. Check out this.
I got my mug. Came in today. Finally, look at that. There we go.
See.
Nice.
That's
I have
a nice looking mug.
I owe Doubting Thomas a mug. I have to send him one because he won one last week.
I did a little
spin of the wheel. A little spontaneous spin of the wheel.
That's a great idea, John. Great idea.
That was fun.
Merch, Events, spinning wheel events are always wonderful.
I think Brojo had a little his finger on the wheel. I think.
No.
His hope.
I recall
he believed hard enough.
I didn't even get close to winning.
Sorry, it was a bad joke.
So what's the topic?
Awkward silence.
Yeah. No topic, really. I was just, talking about whatever, wherever it goes.
We were talking about you being the next Joe Rogan.
No.
No, let's change the topic. All right. No.
So is Geo in the? Is Geo in the what are you? The happy chat? Is that what we call it?
The happy chat. Yeah, he's in there. All right.
Okay.
Where's the happy
Dang.
chat?
Because I just want to make sure, like, because I put links in there. Are you in
Where's
there, Saint?
Where's the happy chat?
It's part of the Gmail thing, Spaces.
Yeah, the Hangout, the old Gmail.
Oh
G
yeah,
Hangout.
yeah. They changed it.
Yeah, they did, but
And
it's
now it
cool.
looks
Just
different.
go to Spaces. It's like
I
the
put you
old.
in there. Let me see.
just-
Okay, it's just
Yeah, I
a
thought you were
different
in there.
layout. Okay.
If anything, I'll
Yeah.
get a link to you, my friend. Yeah, so we share.
I know, like I do recall, like,
Can I
It's,
meme there? Can I
it's-
meme there?
well, I
Yes.
just
Post
remember,
memes
like,
and shit.
occasionally
Yeah,
you
you're
probably
in there
seen
already, Tommy. You're
I
already in
know,
there.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in there a while.
You're
I have had the privilege. John,
All right.
can I have a wrench in your side chat yet?
Uh-oh.
I thought you didn't want the wrench.
I know. I've gone through phases, phases.
I don't know
But
if it's
now
wise to
I
give
like
somebody a
mine.
wrench that's so undecided.
I've
Bridget.
never used it.
No,
I never used it.
It's
I
like giving
mean,
somebody a gun.
like,
I've
you
never
want
used
someone
it
with some
before.
confidence that they're gonna, they got purpose and they
And
want
don't penalize me
it's
for
all
hurtful
about
shit I've said.
whatever it
I'm a
is.
dumbass.
Yeah,
You know
whatever will
that.
help to show out I'm your guy. I would love a wrench, man. You wouldn't see a better mechanic out there than me.
You got a wrench?
But it's more
Iron?
like, if you want to give it to me, I guess I'll take it. Or I don't know.
I feel naked when I go inside chat.
Uh-oh.
You're
You're not going to show your pickle, are you?
I'll give you Raw's wrench. You want Raw's wrench? Because
No, I don't want to take his
Yeah,
wrench.
fuck
He
Raw.
probably
Well,
needs.
it's just sitting. Raw's wrench is sitting in storage now. I got to give it to someone.
So
I'll
what?
take it
Did
then,
Rob
if
bail
you don't
out
want
because
it.
you're anti-First Amendment views, Brojo?
Yeah, I'm a communist.
Damn,
Apparently,
that is embarrassing.
legally, I'm a communist.
Yeah.
Comrade Brojo. Nah, I don't have a ring to it. That ain't you. Nah.
Man, what do you think? You're pro-Russian, aren't you, St. Tommy?
I'm pro humanity.
Pro humanity.
That's
So
it, man.
you're a
Pro
fan of
humanity.
Putin, then, right?
Fucking Eskimos, fucking New Zealanders, they're all good,
You're a fan of
A to
Putin,
Z,
then,
A
right?
to Z, Arctic to New
I'm not
Zealand.
liking what's going on here, man. We're sending all those tanks over there. And
It's a lot of money.
dude. This
It's
is
just
bad.
Have you heard the Russians on this? I mean, the Russians are just talking, just plain sense, right out in the open. What, they're like, look, if we were doing this, like the guy was like, imagine if we were doing this with, would there be any doubt that we were at, that force was at war with Russia and not Ukraine or whatever? You know what I mean? It's like the Ukraine thing is just I don't know what you call it. It's just
a money
theater.
laundering scheme.
It's a place in which, it's a place in which the West can attack and go to war against Russia. I mean, without declaring war on them. But you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, I don't want to piss the algorithm off, so fuck them.
Well,
I don't know. What can we do?
Fuck if I know. Vote, I guess.
I mean,
God changes next
You can
year.
bet. I know. You can bet voting is a meaningful activity.
Oh, I mean, if we've been shown anything, it's that we're not in charge. We're living in a straight oligarchy.
Shit, that's harsh.
Well, prove me wrong. I wish I was wrong. Look at this freaking COVID shit coming out. I mean, are you paying,
I've already shit my diaper 3 times
dude,
this week.
I mean,
please don't talk about it.
I mean, for someone like me that's been like woke since way before, like I've been woke since before.
When did
Trump.
you get black pilled? When did you get black
I got
pilled?
woke up
You mean
back in
you mean
2015, or way before 2015. Anyways, whatever. I mean, anybody could see the propagandist nature of the media. That, like,
When
the
did you
fact,
go flat Earth? When did you go flat Earth? All right.
somewhere probably in the 90s, whenever it was, I had kids, and then I'd be home watching the
Right.
news. Finally, I was like seeing what these fools were saying, and it's like, oh my god, I don't know. I just don't know how people can be. I mean, honestly, though,
Have you heard about the Mormons?
obviously, I wasn't aware at that time of the fucking deep state and the depths of it, but I was aware to some. I always never trusted the government, from cops or anybody else. I'm just a skeptical. I don't ever see a reason why some other man,
Nice,
why some other
nice.
human being should ever be thinking he can tell me to behave in any way different than
I
I'm already
like you.
choosing to
Cock
behave.
it forward,
That's what
son.
I
You're
don't
looking
like.
good.
So
That's fucking style, man. You're role playing
what do
there,
you call
buddy.
it? Yeah, what do you
That's
call
fucking role playing.
That's
premium role playing.
and
I feel like all I need is the big
there's that style
big
of
jacket.
hat I'm trying to think of. What do you call that? Starts with a B, I think.
Looks like a pilgrim's hat.
No,
A pimp hat.
it's
A pimp pilgrim's hat. Yeah.
no, it's man. What do you call those things?
Fedora?
No, a
Fedora?
fedora.
No.
A fedora. That's more of a round hat, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
There's kind of no particular name. Oh,
Yeah, that's a
fedora.
style of hat. There's a name for that
Fedora.
style. Is it fedora? Maybe it is a fedora. That kind of was the first one.
It's not a
name that
real.
came to me.
It's a novelty hat. It's not like something.
Right.
No, but we're just talking about like the Humphrey Bogart hat back in the 40s or whatever. I mean, the in the movies you'd see all the guys wore. If you were in the city of New York or Chicago, that's what the kind of hat
Cock
you
it
have.
forward a little bit. Cock it forward a little bit. Down over your eyes a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, where do I have a hat?
Straight on. Straight. Yep. That looks lean. That's like fuck you.
Different outfit on.
That's a fuck you hat. I like a fuck you hat. That's good. Yeah. That's like I don't give a fuck hat.
It looks too much like a pilgrim's hat to me, but well.
I think it does look like a pilgrim's hat.
Yeah.
But down low like that, it's got a certain.
All it needs is a little buckle on the. All it needs is a little silver.
I know, man. A nice buckle on it. Yeah.
Of that black strap there. So the Cowboys are out of it, huh?
And it works with the glasses too. It works real well.
When's the next football game? This coming weekend now will be the
Who's playing? Are the Redskins playing?
Just to get into the Super Bowl. This is it.
Oh, you mean it's down to the final two? Philly and who are they playing then?
They're playing the they are playing Bengals.
Oh, no kidding. Cincinnati's in it again?
Wow.
I remember back in, I think it was 77, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're not the Bengals.
Buffalo?
We're playing the Niners. We're playing the Niners, and the Bengals are playing, who they playing?
So it's not the Super Bowl, dude.
They're playing the Chiefs. No, this is the to get into the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. This is the semifinal, basically. Nice.
Oh,
so,
and is that this weekend coming up, or that'll be this weekend now? Sorry.
Oh shit! Fucking former NFL linebacker has died. 25. I remember Jesse Lemonier.
What could that be?
Passing a Detroit Lion. This is Detroit Lion. Jesse Lemonier. You know him. You must know him, no?
No, not a 25-year-old, because I don't follow any sports, really.
You don't like women's hockey?
Wow.
Let me see. I'm
Give
gonna
me
see if I can play something. This is shocking, dude. What's going on with these deaths in
How
the
many
sport
men
trying
are
to
on
find
a
out like
dropping?
what he died of.
How many men are on a women's hockey team? About half. About half. Yeah.
He was expecting their first child. He was expecting his first child with his girlfriend too. They don't say anything about how he died. You'd think they would say something. He's only 25. At least in this article.
Hmm.
Wow. That's messed up. That's sad.
It was global warming.
I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna play this clip. Have either of you heard of Edward Dowd? Do you know who that is? He's a former BlackRock analyst.
No. Oh boy. Okay. So we're going into
No boy.
um they're buying up a lot of where are they buying up a lot of stuff in Ukraine, right? They're going to help rebuild Ukraine.
Rebuild Ukraine.
BlackRock or is it Blackstone? I don't know which one. I might be confusing.
No, it's BlackRock that was buying up. They were part of they're a huge financial group. They're like one of the biggest in the world, right? Top three. But they were one of those that was buying up a lot of real estate in America, like homes. Residential was the emphasis, right? And that made the news. If that's what you're talking about, that was
Yeah,
a
I know
year ago.
about that. It's the same company that made a deal, I think, to go help build or something over in Ukraine.
It sounds right. I mean, okay, I got this video and I'm going to share it. Anyway, just to
You're
preface.
depressing. This is too depressing.
Oh, come on, Saints.
I can't deal with it.
What do you want? What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Let's talk about something spiritual. How's Chris Crocker? I mean Fisher. How's he doing?
I don't want to chew on camera. Sorry. I haven't spoken. Well, I had a Facebook communication with him maybe 2 days ago, like private chat.
Oh,
It was just over this. It was over a Facebook, on his Facebook.
He's one of your besties, isn't he?
No, but I did happen to go into Facebook the other day, and I just posted a link to a video. It was one that we were looking at, or you were looking at, Brojo, that you ended up doing that little.
Yeah,
I
the
think it
review
was
of the
that.
review.
Yeah, but it
We
might
can
have
get
been
through
that
all
one,
of
or it
it.
might have been another one. Anyway, I just posted a link to this thing, and we speak just to give Chris a heads up, or anybody that's because anybody's talking about open theism. I like to share it there. Okay, but so what happened was I then almost like a week and a half later I was in there again because I usually go in there like for marketplace, but then I'll happen to see a notification, or I might check my notifications, and then anyway, I went to that back to that link and saw these comments, and this one dude in there was just being a total dickhead. And then it was like I didn't get there till after Chris had already gotten there and uh, made a application of the group rules, known to this guy, and was he doing that and whatever. I guess it was straightened out or whatever. But so
You got like an open theist group on Facebook.
yeah, it's his Facebook group. It's called God is Open.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's a fun
They're
Facebook
they're
group if
kind of
you're into Facebook.
closeted about it, but yeah.
But like Will Duffy's in there, Chris is in there, a lot
Good.
like a lot of the other like what's his name?
No, but these club.
Anyway, there's several of those scholars are in there. So if you want to, deal with some of these guys, it's a good place to go.
Bunch of schoolboy open theists.
But
bet you surprised.
I don't. Facebook is so. I mean, until they come up with something better than this here, live streaming in person, live streaming. I mean, to me, Facebook is like, or even Discord or anything else. I want live interaction.
I think Elon should buy YouTube.
I wish.
Just quit fucking around with Twitter.
I wish. Imagine
Twitter.
if YouTube was just free again, and all you had to do is not break any, criminal laws. But you could talk about whatever the fuck you wanted, and that's it.
Well, unfortunately, that's not the case.
Well, it's more and more like that on Twitter. I love Twitter, man.
Twitter.
I love Twitter. They have Twitter Spaces, and it's a lot. It's a lot like that deal where you can see who's in the hangout and what they're talking about. There's like a title or whatever, but you can't listen unless you enter in, unless you join. But it's no big deal because there's like 1,000 or so people in there.
Is it voice only?
It's just voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's voice, and then you can raise your hand and then be moved up into the speaker section, right. and then once you're in this, excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you.
More and more.
Once you're in the speaker section, then you can raise your hand, and they can then the moderators, which they can be several of them,
can anoint you. Yeah.
Will unmute you, or just they'll go ahead and unmute yourself, and
I bet Darth Dawkins loves that. Is that where he's at a lot these days?
No. I've only participated in political. I like listen to political topics or this and that. That's my biggest interest in Twitter is political. Although I am on there, I'm on there as ironic Pelagian. So, and I do follow. I have a lot of those Calvinist friends from the past. A lot of those guys follow me, and I follow them. So sometimes I'll interact on I'll blast a Calvinist now and then or something. Like I commented on Frank. Is it Frank Turek? Some post about him. He's making some post about the Trinity and how if you don't believe the Bible and the Trinity and this and that, and I made a comment about we probably need to define terms, because as soon as you go off believing in the classical theist God, you lose any connection to the God the biblical authors were writing about, something like that, to that effect.
Oh.
But he never responded directly to me.
Have you lost contact with God? Irony.
God would have to lose contact. God would have to lose contact with me. I don't think that's happened.
And no will be sufficient. Yes. Well, he's got nothing to worry about. Whoever made that comment, calm down.
Let me see. Oh, hey, William.
How would you know?
How would you know if you lost contact with God? I don't know. You just feel it. Feel it. God. Why, God?
What does it feel like?
Oh, losing contact with God?
Who's this? Yeah. Who's this person?
What feel like? What feels like what?
Yeah, it's ironic. Have you lost contact with God? How would you know? What does it feel like?
That was to you, St. Tommy, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's, you get depressed and get entangled in unbelief and stuff. It just sucks. Man.
Okay.
Pray.
You might even become New Agey and Hindu-y and like pantheistic
and shit. Yeah.
It gets all pantheistic-y.
Yeah. I've seen it before. It happens. Jesus, he's my friend.
I gotta clean up this place. I
Yeah,
can't.
clean your shit
I
up,
can't wait
Byron.
to. I can't wait to get remodeling this place. I want to. I think I'm selling my mom finally on the idea of
I'm fixing shit up.
splitting the unit, so and making some money out of it. I wanted to talk. I'm trying to talk her into like. Well, I. This is what I mean. I went over this with her the first time. But okay, with my retirement, okay, so I get 2,000 a month, rough. Like let's say,
Damn.
close enough. All right. So
Win
rent,
Stanner.
right? So when okay, but now we're this house that we grew up in is maybe 20 miles and about a half hour from everywhere she like all her doctors, everywhere she like appointments, haircuts, whatever. It's just this is not the good spot for her to be. I mean, it's too bad the house is here, and the house is great and she can live in it and everything. I can take care of her here and that's no problem. But the idea would, I was trying to get her to do is to let's find a place over there, right? And over there, when I say over there, that's where I have two siblings that live right near each other, and she could be plopped somewhere right near there. If not, if not with one of them, I mean, that day could come, but still, she's able to take care of herself. So, anyways, get a little place. It'll cost me about 1,400 a month, maybe, to rent it. You know what I mean? And so, okay, so I can take care of that. And then that gets her, we'll move her in there to be a single level place where very small. That's what I would look for, just a nice place that's she can manage and doesn't have to walk many steps around to do anything, right? Okay, that's the idea. So, and then okay, now if that once that happens, now I can go ahead and start renting this place. The upstairs I could turn into a rental right away, and I think I could get $1,500, even more possibly. It's just a nice place. My dad really tricked it out. I mean, it's just a beautiful home. It's just in a bad city, bad location, but the rental market is really good. So anyway, so that gets me 1,500. Then I rent the basement can be fully set up for rental, legally. And I just have to, but I do have to do some work on that to install a certain window. I got to put a egress window in one place, but uh, I could rent the basement out and get probably, another 1,200, 1,300. Okay, so that now we're recouping. All we got to do is rent two units, here out of this place, and we're recouping. One at least we're doing better than because I'm paying for a rental. Don't forget, right? So anyway, that's the idea. So I kind of broached it, and then I also have my camper, which I plan on tricking out really nice and making like a. I'm either going to do a. Okay, I had an
Did
idea
you
of
get your
doing an
window fixed?
Airbnb, huh?
Did you get your window fixed?
Which which window?
The window in your camper.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that long.
All
Yeah, first thing
right.
I did when I got because my
Oh,
brother-in-law or my brother's brother, kind of. I mean, he's like my
Why is
brother-in-law.
your mom moving out?
Say again.
so he can rent the place and make
No, the
500 bucks
benefit.
a month.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
because my case is you,
the
what,
benefit.
six
No,
of
well,
one and a half a dozen in the other.
the benefit to my mother is it makes her life totally a lot easier because doctor's appointments are only 5 minutes away instead of a half hour drive. And we got a lot of nasty weather here. A lot of times it's cold or rainy or snowy or whatever, I mean, and she's 88 and just to,
And who's going to
so
drive her in that other place
I
when she
would,
moves?
my plan
You
would
will.
be, yeah, the little place that I would just still live with her and take care of her it'd just be over there. But see, then I could just, but I could manage this
Ah,
property because it's just 20 minutes away, but I could maintain this rental property. Now, what do you guys think of this? So I don't know if
Oh,
you've seen it, but I got a camper. Um, well, St. Tommy, you've been in my camper, but okay,
yeah.
so I got a completely
Well, you
empty
just buy
side
another house
lot.
I peed in this camper. Hell yeah.
What's that, Brojo?
instead of renting one. Maybe when the market's good,
What
just buy another one.
you're gonna do a breakfast B&B out
Oh,
of the
buy a home,
camper?
buy it. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Out of the
Yeah,
camper, you're gonna rent the camper out.
I would consider buying it, Brojo, if, but I would wait. I'm gonna wait. I mean, I wouldn't buy anything for like maybe a year and a half or 2 years. There's gonna be a
oh
There's
yeah,
gonna be a crash, and
oh yeah,
I plan
yeah.
on picking up some cheap property later
The
if I
already
got.
the prices are already starting to come down, but they'll come down some more, I think.
I mean that right. So I just want to keep my funds safe, or at some point
Mhm.
I want to put a little away so I have something for a down payment or a outright payment or something. Anyways, but
So you want
here's
to
what I
like,
wanted to ask you guys about. Okay, so because it's just a new idea I had because I was thinking about just
sure,
okay. I got that camp. Okay, it's just a 20-foot Brojo. It's a Toby. You tow it. It's one of those campers, right? It's 20 foot
huh?
long. It's just a single bed sleeper. It would sleep four basically, right? That was the size of it, right? A four-person, two in a bed, and then you break the dining room table down. Two could sleep on that. I think you
Right.
know
You
what I'm
want to
talking
rent
about.
that thing out now too?
Say again.
You don't rent that out too?
To a family of
Okay.
Mexicans. Yeah.
Okay, so well, that the camper here. I mean, I was
Fix
thinking
the house
about.
up. You can live in the camper. That's it.
Well, what I thought was I was actually contemplating living in the basement. Okay, and then renting the upstairs, and then I was thinking of turning the camper into an Airbnb, which just would have entailed. I was just going to really detail it out and make it really nice, and I
Airbnb.
wouldn't.
No, no,
Airbnb is just like a hotel room,
no, I
right?
know, but Airbnbs are down.
Yeah, and besides, well, the lady I did all that work for, like
Don't do
doing
an
main.
Airbnb. Just rent out the camper as it is
Does
if
she
you want.
do
Just rent out
Airbnb?
the camper as it is.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
clean it up, and
I'm gonna run
everything.
this idea I had across you
And
guys,
when
and
you
you'll
want to
see
do
what,
like a
and you'll
weekend
see
trip,
what you,
maybe with the family, you rent it out to them.
Make it
you'll
a
see. Well,
love nest.
you'll see
Yeah.
what I'm gonna share an idea with you, and as soon as I do, we'll get some input on that. But yeah, because it was that idea, to do an Airbnb or whatever, because it
Mm.
something similar to that,
It
right?
was a
But the
thumping
idea is you
sound
get
system.
people in there, you make a lot of money off Airbnb if you get people in there because it's a lot better rate than monthly, right?
Well, a
So
lot
you
of
At
just
things
least
gotta,
that's
have
the
you just,
idea.
a lot of
you
things
just
change.
gotta. Go ahead,
Don't
Roger.
they
Sorry.
have advertising services that help you hook up with people who want to rent your shit?
I was gonna say with Airbnbs, you just gotta remember if they fuck up your place, that's shit you have to pay for like out of
No, I would
pocket.
never do
So gotta watch
Airbnb.
out.
No, because like I spent 3 years working for this lady down in Hamtramck, and she had like 11 rentals, and she happened to turn one of them into an Airbnb, and those fuckers are all over your ass. I mean, she's losing money left and right
Oh,
because
yeah.
people complaining and this from the shit that they're doing, and all
Plus,
it's a
yeah,
nightmare.
most likely if you want to do an Airbnb, you're gonna have to hire a cleaner anyway. Because
Well, look,
it's if you don't have a professional to do that shit, it's not gonna.
I
People are
was
gonna
no,
get complain
I
about
was
it.
gonna do it myself. I was
Listen
gonna
to the cleaner
maintain this.
selling
I was
himself.
gonna
Look
maintain the camper.
at that.
What, brother?
Yeah, right.
Listen to Tog selling himself. Hey, you want a real cleaner in there? You're gonna have that.
Yeah, right. I
He's
mean,
telling you,
hey,
hey, you want
I
a
got
really
I,
good.
I got
Hey,
experience at
it's a
Dick's.
selling point. You want a really nice, top-notch job for your customers.
Okay, so all right, so I was kind of like I kind of rethought that idea because one thing I still want to maintain my own freedom. I want things easy. So okay, so I just had
Doesn't
this
sound like you're
idea, man,
making
and
it.
I thought, man, this is a great idea. I bet. Okay, so I look for a beautician
But I
who
mean, like,
who wants
realistically, how many appointments does your mother go that you have to? You're gonna drive
every
anyway.
week. I got to take her like two
Yeah.
two or three appointments. Fuck, it seems like it's a lot of
Right.
driving. It's the only driving
You're
we
gonna go
do.
back
It's
to that
like,
house anyway.
What about
You're gonna.
Uber? Shit.
Don't they
She's
have
88, though.
Do they have buses for senior citizens and disabled in your area? Sometimes they have the public those bus
yeah,
services.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they have a
Short
decent.
buses.
They have a decent public system, but they also have, I don't know, semi-public or violent. There like there's a lot of. It's easy to get a ride if you're an old person, need to go to the grocery store or something. There's volunteer places that are easy to find, and they they'll come by and take you to Kroger and
Because we
back or
got one of
some
them
shit.
over here. My mother takes them all the time.
Hmm.
She likes it. She goes on the bus. She socializes with the other old people.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom doesn't like to.
to
So
go to
my mom
Walmart,
doesn't.
to go to doctors.
My mom's never been. She's never liked to go shopping. She's I don't know. She was a pastor's wife her whole life, and I don't know. She didn't mind socializing, at church and everything. She's
Oh,
very
my mother,
social
she's
and
a
stuff. But
social butterfly.
yeah, she's happy just to be like. And my grandfather was a real kind of recluse almost, and she kind of
All right,
takes like she's starting to take after. Like she don't want to go nowhere. She just like that's
right.
kind of where she's at right now. So, well, if that's the case, well, let's camper. Okay, so what do you think? Okay, but then I just had this thought about turning it into a hair salon. Just like because I got it all gutted almost. It's going to be completely gutted. It'll have a bathroom in it, but right now I could make it into a hair salon.
Dude, I don't know. You're gonna have so many regulation and liability issues,
No, I'm hoping that this hair salon thing would be under the
zoning
table.
issues
Under the
too. You
table.
have
This will be
zoning you
under
have
the
to deal
table.
with.
This will be under the
Oh, under the
table.
table. Okay, all right.
No,
So you might as well
like
make it like a psychic reading place. You can have like tarot card readings in there.
that's all I'm saying. Like, but
Yeah,
I
right.
think I think it could be a kind of cool place for. And I was thinking, like, because I like if I was a woman that was trying to find a cheap place that wasn't my house that I could have, I'll meet people. It'd be perfect, man. You could chill, have a little coffee spot, and this is you cut the hair. You got to use a bathroom. It's all nice and clean. There's a toilet, blah blah. I'd make it all nice. All the electric they needed for whatever it would. I'd make, and I think that'd be, and it'd be like a boutique little hair little place, right? And it has its own private entrance. That's the
Yeah.
beautiful part. You just pull in the alley, come make a left, and you'd pull right into the yard, and you could close the gate, get out, and the
I deal
people
one
could.
thing at a time. Deal with the main house first. See what happens.
You think the main house first? I don't know. I'm thinking the
Yeah, I
camper
mean, if you're gonna
first.
rent that out, you want to rent the legal house first. You want to get that ready.
Well, that's the thing.
Priority. You got to prioritize.
That's what I'm doing. So while it's at least it's cold out, that's why I'm concentrating on the basement because I there's a whole area I want to blow out in this back and then turn that into a
You
bedroom.
budget. See how much money you have to spend. You got
That's
to
what
put
yeah, I'm picking up stuff.
how much has
This is
to
what I
pick.
do. It's just like I already got a kind of a plan in my head for long term and as I go about my life, I'll run into something that I need and I'll buy it cheap or something and then I'll just put it away and like okay that's cool I got that part so yeah it won't take like all I gotta buy a window like an egress window so as soon as I'll find a good deal on that and bam I'll buy one but there's certain regulations for a basement right you got to be able to the window I think has to be at 42 inches no higher than that uh, the bottom of the window in the basement so Um, it usually involves digging out a dig out, a dugout area in front of the house, or on the outside, right? Um,
Was it a two-family house?
I guess this would be a two. I mean, it had two bedrooms. Originally, it had three
Or
bedrooms.
two-family. I'm saying two-family house or one-family house.
Just a one family home. No, it's kind
How
of a
many
one
bedrooms?
family. Say again.
How many bedrooms?
The upstairs used to have so it used to have be a three bedroom with three small room, three small bedrooms. But then my
Yeah,
dad took out the one bedroom, and so it's got a nice
two
back
bedrooms.
bedroom, a front bedroom, and a very nice dining area with a raised ceiling. That's beautiful, and then a kitchen and a bath, full bath.
A kitchen. So it's two bedrooms on the top level with a bathroom.
The first level would be a two bedroom, full bath and I would add a laundry
No,
to
what
that
is it
level.
now? What is it now?
That's what it is. It just doesn't have a laundry. The laundry's downstairs. So I would have to, because I would have to
It's
just
four
add a
bedroom.
laundry upstairs, which I have an easy plan for. But
It's a 4-bedroom house.
well, the basement doesn't count legally right now.
You say upstairs. You said 2 bedrooms upstairs.
No, no, okay. There's a basement and then there's a first level. That's it.
Oh, because you say upstairs, I'm thinking second floor from the
Yeah.
main floor.
And remember, I'm down
Basement
in the
separate. Okay,
basement
so we
right
got a
now.
basement, and
I'm
then it's ground level, so it's 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, a kitchen, living room. What's the square footage?
Oh, it's not very big. It's probably 1,200 square feet, maybe,
Okay.
if that. 1,100, probably
Basement has
closer. It's a small
basement
house,
has
it's just a
a
small.
separate entrance to the basement.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. Now, because
Eventually.
it used to have its own separate entrance, but my dad added on to enclose it all. Yeah, if
Um,
you probably seen that kind of thing back in over in Philly or in New York area. They same kind of houses we got in some of those neighborhoods is what we're looking at here, bro Joe. It's just a basement and in a single home, just a bungalow, whatever
with the
I
steel
think that's
door
what you
goes
call it.
downstairs, that kind of
And
thing.
it used to have the door, the the reason it had a basement because it had that old octopus style coal burner thing way, back in the day, and then it still has a room that's all block. It's made out of block, and it has a old where it used to be a door that would open up, and that's you could shovel the coal in that room, right?
Wow.
And that back in the day. So, anyways, yeah, I want to get rid of all that block wall and then expand it a little bit, and then I'll have about a I don't know 8 by 10 bedroom downstairs. So the downstairs would be a single bedroom, and then a kitchen and a 3/4 bath. It's a shower, not a tub. Although I was toying with the idea of putting a clawfoot tub down here or something, maybe if I was gonna turn it into something, but I don't. I think I'll just leave it a shower. Yeah,
I think it
but I
sounds easy
probably.
because maybe they
What's that?
make it just a third
Well,
bedroom with maybe like a half bath,
I could
and then
easily
rent
add a
it out as
little. I could.
rent it out as a 3 bedroom house.
Oh, well, yeah, with 1 3/4 baths, like that kind of thing,
Right, put one bathroom downstairs, a
because
half
it would
bath.
suit a larger family. That might be the way to go, and it would depend on who's renting it, and because it, I would ask a lot more for
Three
three.
bedroom house is more sellable than a 2 bedroom because people want family, and then they usually have an extra room for an office or something like that.
Yeah, and and I'd have to make it at least legal for which I mean I have to have an egress window, so that's the expense, and those are brand new. Those windows are about three or 350 maybe, to just
Or
to,
or you fix the downstairs as a workspace. You sell it as a den workspace area, and then you have the 2 bedrooms upstairs. It could be downstairs workspace slash den slash family room
yeah, but
slash
I think
kid could
like
sleep down there, guests could sleep down there slash that kind of
for
thing.
the $500 and some labor, I think it would be worth it to turn it into at least a legal bedroom, where its
Right.
certificate of occupancy, is
Instead of
met.
going the whole kitchen, that could be a lot of yeah. I don't know.
Oh no, 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 serious. It's all set up. I mean, I got gas, electric, all available, and it would just be a matter of setting up a few simple cabinets, and I just won't have a dishwasher down here, you know, or a disposal. It's old school on that, but yeah. And anyways, I'm kind of digging this idea about a little renting that thing out to someone make a little beauty salon out of it, and she can pay me, I don't know, $1,000 a week or something. I don't know, and that includes all the electric or whatever.
My brother had a place in Staten Island, and then he had an unfinished basement, and then I was going through a transition, and so I offered. I say, hey, I'll help you fix up the basement. Let me stay there. In return,
Uh huh.
and that's what I did.
Uh huh.
We had to. We actually dig a trench around this one side of the house. We had to put like a French drain and seal up
Right.
the wall because there was some
Yeah,
leakage.
water getting in the basement
Yeah,
and
that
stuff
was a
like that.
project, man. What a
Yeah.
project that was. That was like, yeah,
Yeah, those are
but
those are
it was kind
things
of
that
like
are worth
rewarding
worth
though,
the
man.
labor usually though. When you get the water draining, it's really nice.
And then
When
knock
they
out the old walls and frame, a room. And then I had my friend who was an electrician. He came in, and well, he came in and did a lot of the work. He was like a jack of all trades. So
carpenter type guy.
yeah, well, yeah. Never mind. I won't get into it.
Oh,
He
okay.
had his issues. Boy, did he have his issues.
Well, one
It
of the
wound up
first
costing me more money than I expected him to pay. Oh, it only
well,
cost this. And then he's like, yeah, it only cost this. And then meanwhile, he's like, a problem comes, all these unexpected issues that, you think you're supposed to be anticipating this shit.
well, I did
And
my
it winds
first
up
like
costing like twice.
remodel.
Oh,
I did
gosh.
I did my first real remodel. Like I was always about doing it myself, but um I did my first like really like I built a really nice bedroom for my son down in a basement similar to a house like I'm in. But and I don't know, a lot of times, these basement floors are really uneven. Like they're a lot of times they're done that on purpose to head over towards a drain or something, or what. And a lot of times they're not even that worried if it's level. It's a basement, right?
We put some stuff on the floor. It was supposed to kind of like even out. It was
Uh-huh.
weird.
Like it's like a pour thing that level, like
Yeah,
a leveler. Uh-huh. Yeah,
some kind of. I think we
that's
put some of that
expensive
on the
product,
floor
but
actually.
it's a
Yeah.
great product. Like I've used it out on the job where nobody's paying for it, and that stuff's great to do a big floor. But I couldn't afford that shit. It's like not for anything more than like a 6x6 area or some shit. Or if it's the stuff I'm thinking of.
I don't know.
But anyway, it
Yeah.
was nice. I built this like this bedroom though. Like I was just going to mention the floor. The floor started at 0 at the corner, but once you got like diagonal, and that's kind of where the door was, it was like 10 inches, uh, at that point. That's how, so like it was dropping like about an inch every foot, the slope, which if you're
Mm.
familiar, that's a pretty good slope. But yeah, like once I did that, but I built it was basically essentially I built a deck that was just a level space starting at 0 where the outside walls were, and then kind of just leveled out, and it ended up just being kind of high up at that point. And I just boxed it in with a couple walls, which included under the stairway. So he had a nice closet with, I was able to make under the stairs his little closet, so that was cool. And put in like some recessed lights, drywalled it all, threw some carpet in, and he had the nicest little bedroom a little dude ever had at 4 years old. Yeah, well, he had the nicest room in the house.
Yeah.
And he was the older brother, and he liked having his own place down there. It was, it's sort of, a way to have some privacy as the older sibling, because he had a little too, you know, a 4 year old. He was 4 when my daughter was born, so he didn't like that at all. he didn't. He didn't respond well to that introduction into the family. I never really had to worry about him going and strangling her in the crib or anything. Wasn't that bad. But you had just one brother, right, Brojo?
Yeah, just one brother, younger.
Growing up, right? And how many years between the two of you?
It's weird. Get this, 3 years, 2 months, one day.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And so, Tog, what about you? You got siblings?
I mean, yeah, I got the brother and I got like a bunch of half brothers and sisters.
You got one true brother?
Yeah.
And then how many half brother?
I have
and
no
sister?
idea. Too many.
You don't have an idea, really?
I really don't know.
Damn.
So
Busy
did
father, yeah.
did you grow up like you and your brother? How many years are between you two? And are you older or younger?
Just two, and I'm the younger.
Okay, so pretty much, did you grow up with your brother then all your life? Pretty much
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
till he left the house before you did, or
He joined the army, actually.
okay, at
Yeah,
18.
yeah, he got out.
Okay,
Hogs
so
killings.
that's kind of a normal thing, right? Graduated when was he 17 when he graduated, or was he closer to 18?
No, he was 18 when he got out of high school.
Uh, so what'd you think about him joining the military at the time? Like, do you recall, or you didn't care, or were
It
you
seemed
for
like
it?
the it thing, because the whole Afghanistan 9/11 bullshit was still going on, still fresh as kids. So
Okay, so that was the George
yeah.
Bush years in the early
About
2000s.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like everyone was still kind of fresh off that. I wanted to go in too. I was fit. I was fit to do it, but
Mhm.
by the time I got to like my second year, like my last senior year was what I'm saying. I didn't want to do it anymore because I just lost the enthusiasm
Yeah,
because I wasn't 18
it
yet, and then
waned
I
by
couldn't do
that
anything.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Your thirst for war had abated.
yeah. I was like 16, doing all the basic training shit with my brother, fucking fine and prime, ready to go in, and then I have to wait
So how
2 more years, and then 2 years pass by. I'm like, yeah, fuck that shit.
what did he end up doing? Like 4 years, or I don't know what did he sign up for
I
anyway?
think he did basic, and then he went into paratrooping. So he was a paratrooper, and I don't remember how he got out, but he got out with an honorable discharge early.
Oh, he got out early, but okay.
Yeah,
But he did serve.
yeah.
And did he go over to Iraq at all?
He says he didn't, but I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know.
you
He
guys aren't
says he
that
didn't.
close once he left the house?
Off and on.
Okay. You live nearby each other or no?
He moved to Minnesota.
And where
I'm
are
in
you at?
Illinois,
Illinois. Uh-huh.
so it's fairly
No,
close. 6 hours. It's fairly close,
are you
technically.
close to Chicago or?
Yeah, yeah. Like, I'm in the city right now. Actually,
Okay, so do
I'm
you live in
cleaning. Yeah,
Chicago or a suburb?
suburbs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You want my
Do you,
credit score next and my
do you know where
visa? My kid.
Do you know where Waukegan
That's
is?
fine. Waukegan, Milwaukee.
I think it's Illinois.
Oh, well, then no.
It's around the lake. It's sort of like it'd be northwest suburbs, I guess, around
No.
that
Yeah,
side
no.
of the
I
lake.
don't.
It's
I've
not that
never
way.
been to the north side. I have no idea what's over there. It's not my stomping grounds.
I knew a person that grew up in um,
Aurora.
Aurora, Illinois.
Yeah, Aurora is
I
beautiful. I've
think
been
that's
out over
south.
there
That's
actually.
south of Chicago, isn't it?
Somewhere like that. Yeah.
Yeah, southern. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
So,
Aurora is pretty beautiful.
so your brother came back alive and everything, I guess, or
Yeah, I get. I guess.
doesn't seem like he was in that long though, huh?
No.
Huh.
Like I said, I don't know why he got out or how he got out. I should say, but he got out early.
Brojo, you never served. Or did you have to register or
I'm
no, or
sorry.
what?
I was looking for something.
Were
Register
they
for what?
already had stopped registering for the draft by the time you reached 18, or did you have to register for the selective service?
You got to register. It's still law now. You have to still
Oh, you
register.
still have to do that at
Yeah, at
18?
18,
Okay.
you have to register. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Is that only males?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It used to be,
I think it is. I mean, it always was, but
right? Yeah.
Well, equal rights, they should make them women's lives sign up too.
All I know is I was so glad that I was in a window where there wasn't a war because I was already determined if it was going to be another Vietnam, I wasn't going to go.
Yeah, all men. That is interesting.
I
I
gotta
mean, it seems
say,
to break federal law, doesn't it?
I don't know if it was the army, but my brother is like really liberal.
Hmm.
Yeah, he changed, and I don't know. Maybe it's his wife. Maybe she changed him, but I'm not sure. It's either the army or the wife. I can't put my finger on it,
Well,
but he's
generally,
definitely changed.
the military generally has always been a pretty conservative block of people, guys. The patriotic, right leaning, gung ho, but and especially the left was always kind of anti-war. So it would be natural for more Republican types to sign up to be soldiers. You know what I mean?
I think my brother is one of those people that do like the unironically do like mispronunciate Trump's name as like
Uh-huh.
ad hom is some type of like like engaging in fallacious reasoning is like a trophy
Right.
and they wear it boastfully. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of idiots. Like legit, like why are you ad homing? This is so silly. It's like,
Well,
oh,
well, Jill's nothing like these wokesters, dude. I mean, they're just like these people have they don't have arguments. They have emotional feelings about things. That's what drives it, I think.
Get this, failure to register with the Military Selective Service is a felony punishable by a fine of up to $250,000 or a
Holy.
prison term of up to 5 years, or a combination of both.
Or we'll let you serve 6 years. oh, oh my goodness.
What do you think about a required year or two service? It
I
doesn't
like the
necessarily
idea.
be military.
I think there
It could
should
be
be
civil service. It could be
I think it
civil
should be
service.
mandatory. Myself, I like the mandatory
Yeah.
2 year service. Every 18-year-old that's qualified, you go in, serve your time, and you go out.
shit, I'm an asshole. I think it should be younger. I'm thinking at 12 years old, send the kids out to fucking boot camp. Get it done. Get it done. Send them out. Make them into fucking men. I don't know. That's just my idea. I just think that would be prime time. They get it done. They get it out of the way. They carry it for the rest of their lives. They're always going to be in that mentality. They're going to carry it with them.
I mean,
It's
I
going to
just
stick with
think
them
of
as they
You
Israel
grow.
can
like
send them out to Bible camp.
I did no, I think more of Israel's example as a nation, like hey, everybody, nobody escapes having to serve your term as for defending this nation. I think it would build a certain kind of credit, like it would instill a bit of ownership, of the country, like
Yeah,
it would
make a
give you something like
contribution to society, and
like I fucking owned this
government.
bitch. I was out there. I gave my life was at stake for this fucking country. And then somehow I'd like there. I would love it if there could be something more like 90% participation in elections and civic. People being interested in who's running shit. Because I think if there was 90%, I trust I trust the
Mhm.
majority of all Americans. I think most of us are level headed, common sense. It's these fuckers that are in academia and shit get crazy ideas and start teaching it. And next thing you know, our kids are
I don't
zombies.
know. I have to disagree. If that
Really?
was the case, I think things would be different.
If
If
what
most
was
of
the
the people
case?
were level-headed.
Oh, no, I see that I'm just gonna, I'm gonna appeal to this oligarchy situation that's like we think there's a right and a left, and we think, I mean, it almost seems like, I mean, to me, I'm totally black pilled now with the whole system. It's like this
Black
is all a
pill.
game. This is fucking. It's
Isn't that
not
kind
real
of
black pill.
nihilistic?
I haven't given up. I haven't really given up. I'm just like I didn't.
Isn't being black pill being kind of nihilistic?
No, I'm just saying that myself. Like I look at the government and the deep state and the powers that be and all this ties between
Mhm.
like big pharma and
Nothing
the
you can do about it.
lobbyists
There's
and the
nothing you can do about it.
Washington and the revolving doors.
What you can
That's
do
what I'm
about it?
talking about.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
No, yeah, well, I don't know if that's the case. We got to do something about it. But
What are you gonna
we
do
have
about it?
we have to throw people in jail.
How you gonna do that?
Well, we got to get people in Congress that will hold these people responsible. So we got to get rid
Hmm.
of the dollars that are feeding these
Yeah,
people and all those. This is what I'm talking
sure.
about. It's like a revolving door between Washington, the
Yeah.
lobby, Congress, the lobbyists, the
On the
big
steps.
pharma. There's other big. It's not just big pharma. It's whatever. Big
Yeah.
this, big that.
Yeah. Well,
But
shit's coming out now, but if I don't
look,
know
I
whether
mean, I was
anybody
just
would be
listening.
held
Who was
accountable,
I
but
listening?
shit comes out. Shit's coming out with Pfizer or whatever not about
I
the
was just
vaccine.
listening to I was
Things
just
are
listening to
not in.
someone and they were saying how this one study that came out, they just studied the like
Mhm.
the economy or whatever of America and just
Right.
it had to do with the fact that Washington all that they do there all the efforts that they spend in Washington benefits the wealthy it's like everything all the laws they pass end up benefiting the wealthy about like 9 to 1, nine to
Companies.
whatever, and then and it only benefits the little guy like two, or something, and it's just that's what it means to live under an oligarchy.
So what are we gonna do about them?
Well, I mean, people got to see it's I okay, well, this it's a I don't know if there's anything you can
I
do at
know,
this
right?
point.
I don't know. Some things you
No, I
just
mean,
can't
well,
change.
here's what you're
You
up
kind of gotta
against.
roll with it and deal with it with the.
Well, part of
Hey,
it is, there's these huge entities out there that are just big propaganda machines.
sometimes
So the whole media, and then it's like the whole education, the higher education is all about that. Hollywood is all about that. I mean, it's like
I guess the only thing is you got to pick your enemy. I don't know. You want to bring down.
I mean
It comes down to
myself.
money. It comes down to money. You want change, you have to hurt the pocket. That's what it comes down to.
Well,
So if you think there is
if you're
some
gonna
kind
go
of,
against them,
you
yeah.
know, if you think,
If you're gonna go against them,
yeah,
now maybe there's an alternative where you can maybe there's an alternative where you can partner with others and just disassociate yourself from the whole thing. People have talked about that, right? Like maybe
run
forming
boycotts.
your own state in seceding from this, the
Uh,
United States, something like
uh,
that.
I
Or
got no.
within the United States, just getting self autonomy zone, something like that. I don't know though. I mean, do you have the same kind of feeling about like the younger generation? These like 15 to 25-year-olds? Like
Scared to death for them.
have you seen these TikTok videos and shit? Some of these teachers, they're so freaking woke and stuff and they're like little
Don't.
fucking
I don't have TikTok.
I don't have TikTok either, but I just see them, there's usually just the crazy ones you see, like libs of TikTok. That's libs of TikTok.
Yeah.
That's a Twitter. Always posting crazy crap.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I have what 15-year-old nephew. I can only imagine. I have no idea what the hell he's watching sometimes.
He's always got his phone out though, right?
He's always got his phone out. He's
I
making
mean,
music though. He put an album together with a couple of his friends, and He's
So
doing
you
that.
play?
He's looking for beats online and all that kind of
Does he play
thing.
an instrument?
He was taking up drums for a little bit, but now he's rapping. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
rapper.
So that
Yeah.
doesn't require an instrument, huh? Except
No,
your
just
mouth.
his voice.
So he can talk some shit, huh?
I should try to. You want to hear something? You want to hear something of his?
If it's yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, that'd be cool.
Let me see if I.
My son's always doing that.
Let's see if I can find it now. What the fuck now? I mean, but this latest thing he did. To be honest, I said I think there was like one or two I might have liked because a lot of it's just like mumble or auto
I know
tune. It was too much auto tune. That's what I told him pretty much. That was my greatest criticism. I said it's too
well,
auto tune, man. Everything, man.
a few years back, my son was in like this is like he'd be in and out of rehab or whatever. Maybe that might be part of this, but he'd be like every other day or so, he'd post on Facebook like a like a I don't know 3 paragraph long thing. Just you could like, and I knew what he was doing. You know, it's like rap. You know, and if you read it as rap, it was like this dude's pretty talented actually. Like even though I was like horrified by some of the language he's using, it's like anyway.
The hell? He
Can't
changed his
find it.
name. I don't know if he changed his name or not.
Oh, I see.
No. I'm trying to find it on Instagram because I can't.
Brojo or Tog or Brojo, have you been into either of you been into St. Tommy's hangs in the morning?
Not in the mornings. I didn't know he like always streamed in the mornings. Otherwise, I would have joined more. The only thing I like is he deletes his streams afterwards. It's kind of
I
sad.
think
Yeah.
I think Brojo is the one who told me about him.
He hasn't done anything in the last few days that I've seen.
I saw, yeah, like I don't know, 2 days ago he had one or something, or yesterday maybe.
I think it's very rare when he does it.
Oh
I'll
my
do it
god!
every now and then.
I can't believe he's I can't believe the shirt he's wearing. This kid, he's at 14, 15. And he's got this shirt that says bad bitch pussy for lunch.
Oh God,
Uh-oh.
Oh
See?
my god! I'm gonna have to
that's
talk
bad
to
though because
I'm
like
gonna talk to his father.
yeah,
Are you? Oh, I thought you were gonna
you
post a
got
com.
you
You're
should
gonna
tell him
post
a
a
bad
comment
bitch
below.
is the type of girl that'll leave you. I'm like, dude, do you really want that? Like, do you want to? You should show him Drips by Eminem. Like, that's a bad bitch. Just have him play Drips by Eminem. Like, that's what happens when you fuck around with a bad bitch, and then he'll understand. At least I hope.
Unbelievable.
You guys know that song or no? By Eminem.
Uh, so Jill, if you're probably not listening still, why don't you come in, fool? And William, you're always welcome. Who's the KJV? Uh, Anybody know who that is? I meant to
Where?
ask. I meant to ask when St. Thomas was in. Like it's KJV underscore AV 1611 underscore TR.
Were you able
No
to hear that?
idea.
You can see it in the chat. Yeah,
No, I can't hear anything.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I heard some papers rustling or something.
No,
That's me. Sorry.
Can I do this? I'll play a clip. Let me see. I can't do that. Nah, I
Can't you
do that.
just play it out of some
I don't
speakers?
wanna, yeah, I don't wanna. I don't wanna dox. You know.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So basically, he just picks out a beat Like, and then
He's he'll buy
or
some beats and then he's
and then
him and his
he'll rap to it
him and
and
his friends are
record it.
laying down voice
Okay, cool.
tracks.
So
Some
he's got some
synthesizer.
equipment to do that with, and
I don't know
I
what he's
guess.
doing. Him and his friends, they're in Jersey, so they're doing it in Jersey.
There's
How
a
much?
software.
What kind of microphone you use, Brojo?
I got a couple different mics, but
Okay, for podcasting here, like, what do you usually use then for like doing
I'm
these
using
live?
I'm using a Yeti.
Okay, so the Yeti,
Yeah, even though I should be more like this,
is
talking
it a
more
silver
into it.
or a
Black
black?
Yeti.
It's the black Yeti. And what's the other? You said you got a different one. What do you got besides the Yeti?
I have an SM58. Remember we discussed that?
Okay, all right, but that's
Uh,
not really like I. It's not the best for podcasting. I don't
no, I don't use it for
think. I mean, I like that for singing into it, like right up with my mouth, right up against it, or whatever, you know. Okay, so the Yeti is your only like pro podcasting mic kind of mic.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Todd? What do you use anything
Though I
special?
need to put up some for the acoustics in here because I'm not liking how I go back and listen. I'm not.
Okay, so what I had, my setup includes a laptop, this little Focusrite thing that my mic plugs into, just because it's a powered, needs 48 volts, and then two pretty nice monitors. I mean, I could blow the place out in this room with them, and that's it. The two monitors and my headphones plug into that thing too. And okay, so and that's my setup. That's my basic setup. So is that your and then I have I got a GoPro camera that I do add. It's not just my laptop camera. So that sounds like I think it's similar to your setup. I don't know what you have for monitors, Brojo.
I have. I'm on a desktop right now. Yeti microphone, Logitech camera, Logitech speakers,
Okay,
subwoofer.
Okay, so are they just desktop speakers like the old, 4 inch
Yeah,
tall babies or whatever that
yeah.
sit either side? Okay,
What model is this? IHX.
okay. All right, so you don't have any large monitors or like that's just the
No,
extent
not
of
here.
it,
Not by my. No, not here.
right? Okay,
Yes, sir. But I have equipment.
but you have like haulable equipment, right? For
Yes,
shit
sir.
like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like I just bought 3 mic
Whoa.
cables, 25 footers for XLR cables, $17 a piece.
And they're not cheap.
That was about as cheap as I could find
I have a
for the
gaming headset. That's
25
all I
footer.
really use.
What's
Like
that?
right now, I have a gaming headset. It's called the HyperX. It's wireless.
Okay, so nice headphones with a mic on it.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
like a
detachable mic. Yeah,
gamer setup. Okay.
yeah.
And is that a laptop or you got a desktop?
I got a desktop and I got two
Like when you're on
desktops.
here, what are you usually sitting at your desktop?
Yeah, usually a desktop. Yeah, I forgot what
Okay.
it's called. Power PC, whatever they
I
call it.
haven't
I
had a
forgot what it's called.
desktop. I can't. I haven't had a desktop in 30 years. I bet. I always just spent some good money on a really good laptop. I like to be able to sit in bed and do that. And it was really great when the lighted keyboards became in fashion.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest options I want to get is lighted keyboard.
Well, the desktop I just find it's just easier to do work, and I have the key. It's just spread out more. But I have a
Well,
laptop too.
it is funny because I'm thinking, and as I'm thinking about setting up this basement thing, I was thinking maybe I would probably be better off just setting up a tower and then getting some really nice monitors, like two screen curved monitors or some shit like that, and just have a keyboard there. I don't know. It'd be sweet. So I mean, if I set up a podcasting thing in this space somewhere down here, I probably will go ahead and invest and I'll just do the hard, do the desktop shit. Because you might as well if it's just gonna sit there, because you can, right? You can get a lot better stuff and just
Yeah.
working out of a cabinet, and making it yourself, or you know, make it as powerful as you want. This and that. Especially the monitors. Like my son, man, he's into it. Like whenever I go visit
Yeah.
him, he had this, like, I don't know, it's this freaking $3,000 Alienware computer laptop that he had,
Alienware sucks though. That's a
but
waste of money.
he had a really good one that was older. It actually, he doesn't have it anymore because it crashed. But
See, told
but
you.
he would. Well, that was after, like, it was old. I mean, he had a long
I
time.
guess, yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, it was pretty sweet compared to any laptop I had. I mean, the colors and everything. Anyway, but it was more like, he just his setup with the desktop he had with the two screens that had that curve to it, and it's like, holy shit, watching, like, doing gaming on that was like, that would be fantastic, because it's like theater mode. You're sitting in your chair because he had one of those nice chairs. Like, obviously, like, he was doing the gaming thing. He's an EverQuest dude. He's into EverQuest. Like, he's an old school EverQuest guy. They do. He. It's, I don't know.
You're talking Greek to me when it comes to gaming.
I never did it. Tog probably knows what EverQuest is, but it's a Sony game.
Nope,
Subscription
never
based.
heard of it. Never heard of it.
EverQuest.
Never heard of it. I'm not that big into gaming. I'm somewhat, but not really. I'm an acquired taste, I guess.
What's your, like?
My
what's your
particular
favorite game that most,
zombie
like?
zombie genres.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
And are you generally familiar with the top games out there, or the top
Not really.
favorites? Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I know what they are, but I don't really
No,
play all that much. Yeah.
right. Not that you play them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Do you ever go on Discord?
I mean, yeah, all the time. I have my own server.
Okay, so are you in there gaming with and talking with people, like, while you're gaming?
Not all the time, but yeah. I usually just get a game with my one friend.
Okay.
But it's not like in Discord, just usual software party, like in Xbox or whatever. Oops, sorry for the banging. Trying to clean this door off.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I had that idea about that having like a beauty thing, but I don't know. What I have to do is check out to see what kind of prices they're getting for storefronts, and then see.
No, what you need to do is have a massage parlor.
There you go.
Massage parlor, trust me.
You go, massage parlor.
Connected with an OnlyFans.
And you want your freebies.
Happy ending. You're in Michigan too, so you could have the happy endings.
Oh, is that allowed here? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Wait a minute, where's that?
In Michigan, you can have happy endings.
Okay, what law is this? I want to read up on this.
Dude, you didn't know this? As soon as you come in to Michigan from Indiana, because I did it once, they have signs for happy endings.
Happy ending?
Yeah, it's on the billboards. I swear to God.
We're talking about happy ending, right?
Yeah, My dude, one of the dudes I worked with, he said, "Yeah, dude, I used to. Who was it? Conduit. They used to make the bending tools, the bend a conduit, and we had a delivery up there, 8-hour trip. So I went up with him because I was supposed to be my new gig. I was supposed to go and
So
like
yeah,
do the
be there.
cleaning and be the
Mhm.
route driver to deliver stuff. So cleaning and delivery. And so like I went on one of the trips, and so when I went, you start seeing the signs for happy endings. He's like, yeah, dude, I stopped by one of them and they totally fucking did it. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah, no way. Or not him. The one dude did. One dude did, and
Wow,
he
I
got
brought up.
fired.
I
It was
googled
funny.
happy endings in Michigan, and you know what comes up? This bakery that's permanently closed. It was called Happy Endings.
Wow.
Okay,
Some-
that's what I'm about to Google. Can you get a happy ending in Michigan? Let's see. Is it legal in Michigan for a professional
Dreams
massage
do come
therapist?
true.
Okay, let's see what this says.
Is it? I don't know.
Well, that was just the little headline. I couldn't read it all. Okay, is it legal in Michigan for a massage therapist to do a sexual hand release? I am a professional massage therapist in Clinton Township, and that's about 15 miles from me.
It's
I am
therapy.
I am in private practice. I give a great massage, which does not include massaging the genitals. Let me see. I got to click the more thing. All right. I have been losing a lot of business because I do not do a hand release as most of the other therapists do. Would it be illegal in Michigan in the Clinton Township area to do a hand release?
Here you go.
It's
Oh, I think I
question
have.
mark. Why
I
not?
think I have
Yeah.
a link for you.
Oh, I guess
Irene.
that's the question. Okay.
Irene. I called them Irene. Ironic.
Irene.
Here's a link for you.
Okay. This attorney says this is at times referred to as a happy ending. However, it is a form of prostitution, and if you were to be caught, you are subject to arrest, being charged, and the ending is anything but happy for you. And yes, law enforcement can and do routinely make such arrests.
That's sick. What the hell are you doing?
It is a legal act irrespective of the gender of your client, so a female undercover could cause you to be arrested just as easily if you are accepting female massage appointments. Ooh. This guy says, by hand release, do you mean ejaculating the customer? He said, it says, if so, no, it is not illegal. It's prostitution. What? What the dumb fuck? This selected as best answer. Let's see. Two adults can agree to engage in sexual activity. Taking money for sexual activity is prostitution. And if you take money to perform a service for which you are licensed, and also as an add-in, perform a sexual service, you will lose your license and get charged with a felony. Okay. I bet some clients would choose my legal services over my colleagues if I would offer a sexual hand release. Does that sound like a good idea to you? Does it sound legal? So like the attorney is saying, how about if I say, you hire me, it comes with a hand of, my secretary will give you a blowjob. Is that the kind of operation you want to work for? It's funny. Well, I was going to go to midnight. Unless you guys want to hang out some more.
It is midnight.
I know.
Midnight at the Oasis.
Midnight at the Oasis.
I'm finishing up work, dude. I'm good to go. You can do whatever you want.
Well, I mean,
right no.
Did you say I missed it?
Cleaning dick now?
I'm actually at a physical therapy place. Here, I'll show you.
Oh, look. Oh, he's at a.
Oh yeah, nice.
Where?
So do you do maintenance or what?
Yeah,
Are you
clean.
doing maintenance? I did.
This is a new account. It just sprung on me. I got lucky, I guess. They just they asked if I wanted to do it. And I didn't know I was supposed to do it, and they're like, oh. So at least I have one account left, and I got work tomorrow in the morning because there's of an app that I got. So I'm quite happy. I'll see what this thing pans out tomorrow.
Findhappyending.com. Shoot, I was going to say something about what you just said, Todd, but
Oh, you guys didn't hear about what fucking happened to me, did you? That's right. You guys want to hear about that?
well, 1 second. I spent about 3 years doing maintenance work, like carpet cleaning, offices, glass, all that. Like you clean windows and stuff, and
Yeah.
carpet shampoo, and
I
do tile.
don't do
Whatever.
tiles, but not grout. But yeah, grout's with power
Well, I
washing.
mean, okay, so
lazy.
you don't do a buffing machine on linoleum and
I
put a nice
do.
sealer over it, that kind
I
of
do
thing.
strip and
Clean
wax.
it.
Yeah, I do
Strip and wax,
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Okay, right.
yeah, I do that.
All the office stuff, right? Anything in an office you might do, like
Yep.
depending on what floors they have, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So you run a buffer machine,
Mm-hmm. Not this account, but yeah.
but you have, and
Yeah. I've done electric, and I've done
did you ever bang into a wall with one of those?
whatchamacallit? No, actually, I have with a floor scrubber, but not the buffer.
Okay.
Like the side by side sometimes when they slip from you, like when you're stripping and waxing.
Have you ever used one of those, Brojo? Those like
Swing
I don't know.
machines.
Yeah.
The
You
what?
can use them for scrubbing carpet or a lot of things, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, I rented carpet shampoos and
The one, I mean, I'm talking about the thing where when you turn it on, you got to hold it at the right level, or it'll go right or left, or
the
there's a
buffering
lot.
floors.
Yeah, the floor
Yeah.
scrubber,
I mean,
buffer.
yeah, I mean, well, God, way back when.
Like, do you like? I don't know. I can't think of anyone who, for the first time, didn't go, "Whoa, shit!"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to kind of
It's
watch.
like
You press the fucking thing.
next thing you know, the whole the cord is wound around the whole thing or some shit. Like, whoa.
You ride people on them,
Yeah, we used to do that too. It was so funny. My brother actually, he ran it.
That
He had
was
his own.
fun.
My brother had his own. My older brother, he's 3 years older, and he had his own cleaning business. And he had this one account. It was Abitibi aluminum. They had these offices, and anyways, it was a part of the building. They had a big, warehouse working area or whatever in the back, and in the front area of the building was offices. It's typical kind of industrial area, setup, right? You guys seen those there. Anyways, so my brother was like a fool. He let a bunch of us come with him one day, and it happened. Okay, so my brother, he was off doing his thing, getting in, and it would take him like 5 or 6 hours to clean this, and we were meant to help him, and yeah, we helped him out, and then somebody went outside and discovered they had this tree with these little red crab apples, and I don't know, they got the idea to pick a bunch of them, and we ended up having a fight all over this place with these freaking red crab apples. And nobody noticed until except for the employees when they came in, on Monday or whatever, that all these red spots all over the walls of the place. And so my brother lost that account. So it was funny. Is that
rightfully slow? That's what he gets for bringing people on the job site.
right? I said,
freaking dingus. Like, god dang, man, you don't shit what you eat. Gosh. Oh man, that sounds like so much fun. Though I wish I was there for that. Oh.
And I mean, he was like 19. No, he was probably 20, and we were like 16, 15, some of us, so we were just bound to screw around.
Right? Yeah. Freaking.
And I can still remember somebody somebody discovered a drawer full of Playboy magazines. So that took up most of our time. I think all of us
Wow.
sitting in there passing the magazines around.
Oh wow. Yeah, that would suck. I'm being the dude. Imagine like if there's cameras, right? Probably not because
Right.
of
Or
whatever year it is, but yeah.
he probably noticed his magazines had been fucked with, if nothing
Well,
else. Because I don't think
this
anybody
isn't
was
where I
worried
left my
about.
bookmark.
I don't think anyone was worried about putting them back. Like, let's take a picture.
Great. Oh, that's brilliant.
They'd be like, oh wow, look at this one. Hilarious.
Where is everybody today?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but well,
Where's the drama tonight? No drama tonight, huh? Peaceful evening. Quiet.
Got drama from yesterday. If you want to hear it.
Oh yeah, you were
Personal drama.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So like, you know how I'm cleaning for like a subcontractor, right? I'm subcontracting with someone else, and then I'm also getting accounts with like a major company, right? Like I'll just say the company's name, like NGS, right? So it's
on
easier.
your own, you mean? As
yeah,
your own dude?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because
But I'm
is all
also
your equipment yours?
yeah, it was actually gifted to me, but yeah, it's all mine.
Well, as long as it's yours, I don't care how you got it.
Right? Yeah. But it was gifted to me by the dude I'm subcontracting by.
Okay.
So maybe there's like some weird shit there.
A little complicated.
Yeah, it seems complicated now. So
as long as you're not fucking him.
That's kind of like what he thinks I'm doing.
Oh.
Because like we
not if you're getting stuff that he would never get anyways.
Well, I don't know that. See, that's the thing. I don't know. But anyway, because we go through the same person, but the problem is like I met him through the first contractor, right? And he calls that contractor his client. And he's like, dude, I don't care about what jobs you get, right? But don't go to my clients and get work from them. But he, like I said, it's a major corporation that hands out cleaning companies to other. So I'm like, how are you considering that a client? You know? And then I'm like, I talked to Pixie and all that already, like get a vendors list and all that from him, which I plan to do. Because like all my accounts with him are ending by the end of the month anyway. So
first of all, everybody knows we're just talking about moral, ethical behavior. You're not in any way, in any legal sense, bound in any way to, right? I mean, I'm just making that clear. It doesn't
I don't know.
like it.
I don't know because there is a whatchamacallit contract.
Is there did you sign something that says I like a non competition clause?
I may or may not have. I have no idea if I did when I first started off with him. Because that was goddamn near like 5 years ago.
Did you knowingly sign?
I mean, yeah, I would have knowingly signing. I would have knowingly signing it, but I wouldn't have understood what it meant.
Well, there
like
you go.
In the sense of like
I'm just
going
saying,
with, because the way I view clients is like getting it on your own. I don't see subcontract work as clients. Right? That just doesn't click to me in my mindset.
Okay, here's the deal. Like, okay, I was an electrician, right? So.
Right.
I mean, it was very common. Obviously, you know, there'd be a lot of times you're out working in homes and stuff, and you're getting paid your $20 an hour or whatever it is, you know, 18, whatever, you know, wherever you're at, and everybody, you know, and but you know, for your $18 an hour, your boss is probably charging $100 an hour to anybody who you're doing work on. Right, that kind of thing, whatever. I mean, everybody knows you you make a lot of money if you do all the work, you know, right, and instead of just being an employee. So you run into people that want to hire you, you know. So my position would be like I would never do work on the project that I met somebody on, you know, if I was working for somebody, right? Because that to me, that's just not right. You know, I would never know you except for the fact that I'm doing work for my boss here, and he, you know, he let me be here working, and that would be to take advantage. I would be undercutting
Right. It seems
that
like,
sort of trust
and
that this
that's why I'm
guy.
saying that's what seems dirty because that's what he thinks I'm doing. Like I'm going to his
Right now, hold on.
dudes and stealing all of his accounts and
Your
shit.
contracts are ending at the end of the month anyway, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean, what's
on the
that?
other
3
hand,
days, 4
now
days.
I was just gonna say, but in the same
Oh,
situation, if the guy did
Yeah.
say, "Hey, like I like your work, and I got this
mhm.
project over on the other side of town. Whatever. I got this complete.
Yeah,
As
what would
long
the
as it's a
charge
different
me?
project, I would be like, it's cool.
So
I'll look at it and give you a
here's
price.
the problem, though. Right. So he was just calling to me and complaining about, like, what if you get an offer for an account that I've covered that I'm no longer servicing? Would you take it up? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, what about the account that we had in Orland? I'm like, no, I don't think I'd be able to cover it because, again, I don't have enough people to cover it. Because, again, it was a 2-person account. I needed me and my wife there. My wife's pregnant. She doesn't want to do it. So I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine, honey. I'm not going to force you to work there. That's why we left it in the first place. So, like, but I
Yeah,
just got an email
I'd be like,
today. I just got an
why
email
don't you just
today
be
from
frank and
the
say, I have no interest in that, but there's no reason I wouldn't take it except for that. I would feel free to take it. Yes,
but I
if
mean,
that's
I
your
guess I see
question.
what it means because like I just got the work or a work order today, not in the sense that I accepted it, but for like a whole bunch of Dick's Sporting Goods to do strip and wax jobs, and I'm like, this is what he meant. But I don't know if he's being considered for those jobs too. Again, I can't do them. They're way too big for me to do for me and my wife to do on our own. What? No, not yet. So like that's what I'm saying. Like they would be way too big, so I'd have to pass them up. So
Yeah.
my
So
question
okay,
is
so
he
this
losing
is
the
there's
consideration because I'm being considered,
okay,
which
but
I don't think that's the case.
You cover
okay, at
them?
this point though, it sounds like you're being both of you are in the same position. It's just and somebody's passing jobs out for whoever wants to do them, right? And you can say, hey, I'll do that, or there's some kind of selection method. Is that right?
Right?
Where
Yeah.
you get
First come, first serve.
okay, first come,
It
first serve.
seems.
Okay, now how is it that he thinks?
For the
I,
same company.
I mean, is he bitching that you're getting something that he didn't have a chance to get, or I mean, I don't get what he's.
I guess so.
Or is he complaining about you guys are going outside of this system? Even like this is the complaint that you're going around this where these guys are the ones handing out jobs. But if you're going to go to one of those clients and then now all of a sudden you're doing it on your own and he's no longer using the
Oh
client
yeah.
system, is that
Well, no,
what's
I'm
going on?
pretty
I
sure
mean,
he's still using the client system, right?
I
But
just
like,
I don't get what this guy's bitch is at all.
I think it's because again, it's like
Does he
I think
think he
I
trained
just think
you, or did he train you,
I
or
think he thinks that like I backstabbed him. I know because he said that he said it without saying it because he changed his words. So I'm not holding it to him that he said it. I just know that he wanted to say it, but he changed his words. So like
like you want to
I
say
didn't
you're fucking backstabbing me, dude?
right. But I told him like, dude, I have no reason to fuck you over because again, why would I bite the hand that feeds me? It doesn't make sense, right? I
Now,
told him, but
when you say bite the hand that feeds you, how is it he's feeding you?
Yeah.
because he's the subcontractor, I go to him for work. Like he's the one who I got most of my
Oh,
accounts
wait.
from.
So this other place that hands out jobs, they don't ever hand a job to you without it goes through him first?
Uh, yeah, because he has his own cleaning. We both have our own cleaning company, right? He has his own contact list of vendors
Hmm.
and whatever clients that he goes and gets accounts from, right? He has his own business. He has a brick and mortar business. I don't. I have a garage business. My business is not brick and mortar yet. He has a physical
Okay,
location. I don't. I
but
just have
all
a guy
right.
with a
So
garage.
who is this that will call him up and offer him jobs?
So like any other major cleaning company that you might see. So like I don't know what the
Oh,
major
so
ones
any of
are.
them? Okay, so this is like work that they have that they'd rather not handle. They just dish it off to guys like you. Is that what you're saying?
Like something like that. Yeah, like subcontracts. So he's a subcontractor. So whenever he has a job, because he has multiple subcontractors, right? And whenever there's a job that none of the other subcontractors or he wants to hand up, he'll give to me, right? Or any other contractor. He goes down the list.
So you're
And
the
so I guess
subcontractor of the subcontract.
right, yeah,
Dude,
the third.
you're not under any obligation legally. I would do whatever the fuck I wanted, and I would tell
Well,
him,
that's
my
true,
business is
but
my own, and I'm minding it.
the only problem is like I said,
There
if
is no
I'm
problem.
actually
There
With
is
the
no
equipment,
problem.
right?
There is
He
no
helped you
what,
out
problem.
with the equipment. Is
huh?
that it? He
What'd you
helped you
say?
out with the equipment too, right?
Right, yeah, he did give me equipment, but again, he said we never used. See, that's the thing about it. The odd thing about it is because he says I never get. He's like I would have never told you to go to any of the clients, like he said, like the other. Like I know there's a couple. Like I said, there's NJS. There's a couple. There's like I think Kimco, True Source, like the other places that he goes at. We've worked to get accounts, right? That he sent me off. Like I've only got, and the only reason why I've been with NJS is because I've already been trying to get in contact with him before I even met him. So that's why I just never gave him my insurance. One day I finished giving them my insurance because I didn't know that's all I had to do, and then they started sending me my own work orders, and then bam, I'm the subcontractor and not the subcontractor of a subcontract. So those are legitimate my contracts, or subcontracts. And so I guess he's just mad because again, now I'm technically stifling from him. Because and if the only legal problem that happens now is if when I first started off with him, if I signed a non-competition form or anything like that, to where I can't go to his, in a sense,
I think
clients, which would be the vendors.
any
You
good
can't go
attorney
behind
could
his
get you
back.
out of that, even if you signed it by just explaining. I had no idea. No, I was not signing away my ability to go separate from him and use my equipment on my own. You think I did that? No, I would
Well, the
never
odd
do
thing
that,
about it,
Ron.
right? The odd thing about it is we had this weird thing where every time I did a job, it was underneath my own company name. So why is he getting offended that when I'm going to do the job underneath my name? Like again, he's getting the work order and getting paid for it, but when doing the job, it's underneath my company name.
Why is that?
So what's the difference? Because that's how we agreed. At least that's my understanding.
But
That's
why
how
would
we
you do
agreed
that?
to.
Why would you agree to that?
Because either way, I'm getting paid. The
But
work orders, like I said, I don't have to worry about the
no,
work order then.
It seems to me you're the one bearing the tax burden. Anything that comes due because you're the one. It's in
Oh
your
no,
name.
I don't get taxed for whatever he does. I don't get the taxes, even for the.
You don't get that income. That income of that job doesn't get credited to your account. How does that
No,
work?
because I still have the check. I still get paid by checks by him, and it's through my company name. It's not like through my own personal name.
Mm-hmm.
So he sends me check to my personal name, and I just get
And
paid the
who
amount.
pays the taxes on that job that are
He
due?
does. He pays taxes. I still have to pay
And
taxes at the
and
end of the year by
and
myself.
and what if he says, fuck it, I'm not gonna pay that tax this year. Fuck it. I don't. It's not in my name, so fuck it. I'm not gonna pay it.
No, the work order is on his name. It's through his company's name. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
The work order is still in his company name, but when I go do the business, it's me. It's my company that's cleaning. Right? Get it? So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we'll send this solo services out.
Yeah, but you're
And we
going
go
there.
and clean it.
You're
Yeah.
going there representing him, though.
Right.
Yes. So
That's not what it sounded like to me.
that's what he said.
No, I know. I know that. I mean, that makes sense, but
You're representing someone else. You're representing someone else. I mean, as soon as your contract's over with them, I guess then if you built a relationship with that client, then I guess you could probably, I don't know what your deal is, what you sign. You might be
oh,
able to go and say, hey, no, you can't approach them. They might approach you. You know,
no, my objection would be in the case where
Joe's
I'm a
just like, oh,
subcontractor.
I dropped a business card on your desk.
Oh no.
How that? Oh shit!
Oh,
I had
excuse
a
me. I
card in
left
my
this
pocket.
mess. Oh, dang it. I hate it when that happens. Yeah. But no, that's the odd thing. Okay, so I met him through the company that I'm cleaning for right now, like the one that I'm doing the job that I have right now. I used to work for again Dixall through another cleaning company before I started my cleaning business, and that one never paid me. They never paid me my paycheck, so I stopped going to work. And the manager was another Christian. I still don't know his name, but I told him I was a Christian because he's like, "Yeah, how often do you clean this?" He's like, "You do a really good job. Like all the cleaners, like you're the only one who actually knows, what he's doing." He's like, "I'd like you." He's like, "Do you have your own cleaning company? Because I these guys aren't, if they're just doing it, I'd rather have you." And so, I gave him my number, and from then he got me in touch with the dude that I'm subcontracting now because he wanted me to work for him
Okay,
because he had the accounts,
talk. Here's
and
what you
that's
need
how
to
I
do.
met him. So yeah,
Here's what you
but that
need to
was a long
do.
time ago.
You get
My
your own shit
advice,
going.
I don't care how tough it is or what it means financially, I would separate myself completely from this fool and then go out and hustle my own business up. And then I don't have, then everything is mine.
I will. Yeah, I am doing that. Like I said,
Or,
I have
work
no more
towards doing
I
that.
have
Yeah.
no more work with him by the end of the month. Like it's legit. All our work is done. There's
I mean,
nothing he can give me at that point,
it
and I'll
sounds
probably
like
just reject anything else. To be honest.
is this guy in the position where he can't stop giving you work because there's just too much and he needs you?
Oh, I hope not, because if that's the case, what the fuck? Because he hasn't been calling me, right?
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'd be
So
upset if that was the
is
case.
he
Yeah,
not
because he hasn't
calling
been
you
calling.
because he thinks you're fucking him?
I hope not. Like I said, but he has his own thing. Every now and then, like I said, he has other subcontractors that work under him. Maybe he's
Right.
running an illegal thing where he's like doing something shady, and that's
Oh,
why
I
he's
mean,
upset.
but in other
I don't
words,
know.
you're not the only guy he can call though. That's the
Yeah, yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, that is the
But
point. Yeah.
it's probably not like unless he's not getting any calls to do work, which how
But
likely
again,
is that?
I'm a little bit. Because if he's losing business and he has other subcontractors, how does he know, like, if anything, if he's involved with me, right? How's that on my head when you have other subcontractors doing
Okay,
work
well,
for
tell
you
me
that
about
could be
this
fucking up its
NGS.
business?
Wait, what about this NGS account? Was that what the
Oh,
NSG or whatever you said?
it's just a major cleaning corporation that hands out accounts. They're like a lead service, so to speak.
Okay, so is it
So
the
what
kind of
happened?
place
Drop.
that actually handles a lot of
Drop.
commercial cleaning? Oh, sorry,
Drop.
brother. I see you drop.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like a weird kind of thing, weird business. Now, I mean, I can see where like somebody like I don't know, Roto Rooter, is it like, and they're gonna,
Well, you know what the thing is. What happens? It depends what he wants to do. Because my suggestion is, it seems like when you start getting these, multi operators happening and subcontractors,
yeah.
the quality of work gets declined. Because nobody is going to do, you know, as
At
good a
least
job as the owner is going to do. So,
right, the
like, if this guy, like,
consistency
say
is
this
there.
guy, he recognizes Tog, like, this guy recognizes, hey, you do a better job than all these other guys. I want you, right? So
Mhm.
that should tell you that you could be in a special niche, right? And someone might be willing to pay a little more because you give more attention to detail. Now, if that's something you want to do, you could do that and get paid more for it. Or you go the other route, you start multi opping. That's where you're going to have your employees, unless you train them really well and pay them well, they're they're not going to do the same job you would do. So then quality, you know,
Best to start out with coworkers
yeah,
because then you work right beside them and you know who's a good worker or who isn't. I mean, as opposed to an employee where you're letting them do all the work. But I don't know. It's good to train someone yourself if you know how to do it. Like I'm talking about this business. You know about maintenance. So, you spend 2 weeks with every person out there, every hiree, you spend 2 weeks and put him through the mill and see if he makes it.
managing people sucks. I don't know. For me personally, I just rather just do shit myself.
But me, like, well, that's like, right. In
Right. That's
2017,
that's my idea of it. That's why I really don't want to hire employees. If I can't handle the job, if me and my wife can't handle it, then I don't think I'd take it on because I don't want to rely on somebody and then get really pissed off because they fucking with my money. Because I don't like it when people fuck with my money like that. So
Well-
if they're fucking with my money, then that's not going to be good. Because I'll get pissed.
Well,
Well,
this
you
is
wanna go. You wanna then if you want to do single, then you're gonna have to like I said, that guy recognized how good of a job you do. You get shit like that, and then you get high end clients because high end people they don't people they're gonna trust. Well, he dropped out
yeah,
again.
yeah.
You got to
Well,
go into people's homes. They got to trust you, and that's worth something to people.
yeah. Here's back.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that. What'd you
I
say,
mean,
Jojo?
I'm saying you might want to start looking to go for more high end clients, where you can build such a trust, because they'll pay.
find a
They
way to
trust somebody. If
specialize.
someone you pay somebody if you can trust the work they're gonna do, you're gonna pay them. Just like it's like trying to find a good mechanic is like fucking gold. An
Oh,
auto mechanic, you know what I'm
absolutely,
saying?
absolutely.
Yeah,
A guy that like is sharp and is honest
like
and
honest
is
everything.
thorough,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and
might cost a
explains
little few
everything.
extra dollars, but
Oh,
you're gonna
man.
do it. You're gonna do it. 'Cause you trust. We pay for things that we have trust in.
When I start, like, I want to get into house cleaning. I just, like, again, I know there's money in it, but I don't want to bite that bullet. I'm thinking about biting that bullet soon. I just want to get myself a little bit more financially stable before I put myself through hell.
Well,
But I
I would
plan on
suggest
like I want to make a special section for my website for house cleaning that involves like a store, so I can select what people I want to clean, so people can't tell me what the fuck to clean, because that's one thing I don't want to be doing laundry. So I'm making a type of shop from on my website, and I'll show it to people. I hope it works the way I want it to. I just gotta plan it all together, and actually take the time to sit down and orchestrate and put it
well,
together.
I would suggest I advise everyone I can think of because I was 58 before I did this, but get off the fucking hamster wheel and go for shit. Find some place where you can make some money doing what you want to do without the man saying what's up. That's oh man, you don't know how good that feels. But you have to have some kind of talent or skill, which leads, going back to Brojo's point, because that's what yeah. I mean, all you like, and the one thing, Brojo, I would say is it doesn't take that much to stand out from the next guy.
Especially now in this
When
day and age,
somebody's
man.
looking at who's a hustler here, who's the sharp guy, who stays busy, who's man, you don't know what executive might see you and just pull you in and say, "Hey, by any chance, you don't know who might see you at the time where they're looking at someone, and and it's like that dude would be awesome. We need we need that guy driving our high low and back. I wonder how much what does that pay? I bet he'd want to do that job, And anyways, he might be somebody that I'm going to take him under my wing and." That because I think that guy can go somewhere.
Todd's got to be cleaning mansions, man. He's got to be cleaning rich people's fucking homes and businesses, and that's where the money is.
Yeah,
So
but
he's just got to get them to trust him to come into their house, or get a
right,
connection, get a go between or something like that.
okay, but I'm talking about these are qualities that aren't really related to any particular job.
I
That
don't want to deal with a middleman of dealing with the lead service. That's why I don't want to get into most house cleaning.
No, just a connection,
yeah,
just a
I'm not even
network.
talking
It's a
about that
networking, a
anymore.
connection. You
I'm
know
not
what I'm
even talking
saying?
about that anymore. But like, imagine though, like this guy every month he calls this service and gets his carpet cleaned. But the month Tog shows up, he's like blown away at this guy's efficiency, his fucking attention to detail, and he happens to need a person in this position doing something that's obviously this guy. I can tell. I mean, in a week's time, I could teach him what I need him to learn. And if I could get that guy in that position, fuck, hey, buddy, and he might talk to you and say, look, I run this shop here and I need a dude to do this, and it pays this, and all of a sudden this guy's you're looking at a $60,000 a year, salary just to do something that's you're capable of. I don't know, shit like that happens, but it don't happen unless you show the initiative. I think
I've
that's
had stuff like that happen. That's kind of like what this dude was, the subcontractor. Kind of like that. Like I said, it
I,
all depends on what work's coming in or not. Like I said, but yeah, if he's relying on other people, that's probably his problems because he's using too many chefs in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? That's not good.
well, I was gonna say to Brojo, it's what's too bad is Brojo is
Oh,
you can do whatever all the initiative and all the planning, and there's no guarantees though,
no,
right? Like
no.
because you can do all the things and you're just never in the right place at the right time, or you know what I mean, because there's or sometimes it's who it's not what you know
They say luck is
hmm
preparation meeting opportunity.
okay, yeah, preparation, yeah, there you go. But so I guess it seems to make sense to be prepared because luck can strike, right?
Opportunity can strike any
Or
moment. You gotta be ready to walk into that
opportunity
door.
can strike, and
Yeah.
if it strikes and you're prepared, bam, right
Oh,
there, that's it.
yeah.
Now you're Joe Rogan.
There you go, Rogan.
I mean, I think about a guy like that. It's really it's kind of amazing, right? I mean, not that I mean, how many guys had like a little TV show and then you never heard of them again, and whatever. They live in a little nice place in California and blah blah blah. This dude just, he got tired of that whole thing, started talking to friends online, right? And frick, next thing you know, he's got whatever 20 million subs and on top of the world. And I don't even think he's that much of a genius, except for you know his temperament worked really well with that interview style and all that.
I think
And I'm
there's
not
so
saying he's
many
stupid at all.
many
I'm just
options now. I think there's too much to watch now. And everybody wants to be an influencer and a star. And then, I think most people will just make a splash for a year or two, get popular, but then it gets played out.
I'm seeing that in my own life, because you know I. I I mean, I might as well admit, I'm just like I'm an addict to YouTube or whatever, but
Mhm.
I need something that's engaging, right? Because there's a lot of shit out there, right? Or at least engages me, right? And that's where, man, and there's only so much time.
That's right.
You can't listen, you can't listen to, Crowder, Michael Malice, and this guy and that Alex Jones and Steve Bannon, or I'm just talking about figures on the
Yeah, how
right
many
that
people
people
I'm going
might,
to listen to, right?
you know, or and it's just, probably just as deep on the other side or wherever,
I
but
recently had, started unsubbing from some people. I'm like, all right, okay, like somebody was like good for a certain time, but then it's like, oh man, you can see the shtick, and oh,
yeah,
it's the same. Like they put up the thumbnails like it's
Pine
always the
Creek
end of
is
the
a great
world. It's
example.
always the end of the world. All this clickbait, constant. I'm like, oh, and the
Oh
pitch, the
yeah, that
sales
shit.
pitch, and I'm like, oh, nothing's changed. No really new information. You know what? A lot of people do. They're just like reading headlines.
Well, you
Nothing
mentioned
really in depth and
information.
everything.
Information is what I want. I want new information. I want good information. I want information that's,
Mhm.
brings some value to, a discussion or, an understanding of reality or some shit. Anyway, I mean, I don't want to talk about the propaganda thing, but,
Yeah.
yeah, it was weird that I figured, I don't know. I thought someone would be on tonight. I haven't checked lately to see if anybody I follow is. I see 3 notifications. Oh,
Uh,
praise I am. The problem of evil addressed. Oh
oh
yeah.
God, I'm not even.
I'm not even sub to them. I don't even bother.
So yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of forced. Like my like I'll run into somebody that this I've heard of this guy, never listened to him, but then yeah, like someone like Patrick Bet David. I enjoy his thing, but I don't enjoy every one of them. Like I was
No.
listening. Did you watch any of the Brett Weinstein one?
Yeah, I actually liked enjoying.
See, because I think Brett
No, wait a
Weinstein's an
minute.
idiot. So
Yeah,
I just
I
he's
think I
coming from a
watched.
whole different paradigm of looking at life and stuff. He's a behaviorist, evolutionary behaviorist and stuff, and
Okay.
I don't fault him for that. But it just comes with. I didn't like his arguments that he was making. I didn't agree with him, a lot of them. And even Bet David was pushing back. If you listen to it, yeah, he pushed back
Yeah,
quite a bit on some of what he's talking about, and I wasn't exactly on with him, but close. And one thing I will say is, like, when I first started watching any of those episodes, I was like, "Who is this fucking clown Adam? What the fuck is he on there for?" Like, because he was
Adam goes
asking the
on
dumbest ass
sometimes.
questions. Is it Adam or something else? Or
Adam, yeah, God. He just like, yeah.
he's kind of grown on me, I have to say. Though
He
I was
does a
like,
little bit, he gets his points in there, but sometimes he just comes in and he asks these stupid questions, or he goes on too long, like some people I know.
right. I just had to get to know the guy a
What I
little
like
bit.
is
Just
Tom. I like Tom.
oh, Tom's dude, yeah. I
I'm like
really, I
Tom
think
should be in that seat now. He should be in Adam's seat.
yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. And the one guy I don't like. Why is he on there? That other like smaller dude that looks like an Arab or something.
He's a
Or
comedian.
what is he?
He's a comedian, and I guess they started up another channel that he's headed,
Oh,
Valuetainment Comedy.
okay. I see.
Yeah, so
I mean
it's like
that
he's
that
trying to
guy's
build
not
a
very.
network. That's
To
what he's
me though,
trying to
that
do.
to me that the guy doesn't bring any brilliance to the thing. Not even. I didn't even know he was like. I mean, he's not even like. He should be ripping one-liners or something at least. I don't know. Anyway,
I
that
think
but
he's there just
okay,
because they started the comedy channel. He's there to promote or whatever, be a
okay. I can get that. I
representing.
get that if it's a new thing and he's not always up there or whatever.
Yeah,
But
he's always on.
the thing is though, like
Dude, there
nowadays,
was a guy Gerard you would have really liked, and I don't know what happened. Matter of fact, he came up in my thread. This guy, Gerard, what was his name? He was on PBD when he first started, and he was great. Gerard Michael.
hmm, hmm,
He was on the earlier podcast. Let's see, the last one he was on was in 2021. Oh my god!
oh wow,
But he was really good on there.
okay.
I don't know what happened there.
Anyway, I really like Pat David. I mean,
Yeah.
I like his style. I like his directness. I like his honesty and whatever. I mean,
Hmm.
you've been following him longer than I have, so. But even so, you know what? There's just too much out there. So you just kind of like, you got to sub to these people and maybe hope to get a glance at the headline, and then okay, that
Maybe they're
one's.
having a good
I
conversation.
don't know what it is that makes me click on one, but I pass up a lot of them these days, because
Yeah.
it's like I don't have time. No, I don't have time
Mhm.
for that. Nah. Oh, I like
Mhm.
that one. Do you ever listen to America's Untold Stories with Eric Hunley and Mark Gruber? It's called America's Untold
Wasn't
Stories.
that like a TV series
No, they do this
for a
YouTube
while
channel,
back?
and Mark
Oh.
Gruber, man, he's just a fantastic kind of storyteller. He's a Jew from grew up in Brooklyn. He ended up in the entertainment
I'm from
industry
Brooklyn.
doing write.
Right.
He's mostly a writer. He used to write for He started out with National Lampoon. It used to be before it was National Lampoon. Maybe you remember because you were there.
Mhm.
It was I don't know if it was just the Lampoon or it was something wherever it came. It
Animal
wasn't the
House.
national. It was like the New York Lampoon or something.
National
Uh,
Lampoon's Animal House.
no, but before the National Lampoon was ever called the National Lampoon, there was just this little newspaper or whatever. Its early
Okay.
beginnings where it was. They were lampoon locals around New York somewhere or something, and it was just called whatever, the Harlem Lampoon or something. Okay, but then somebody decided, hey, let's see if we can take this national or whatever, and then so anyway, they launched the National Lampoon as
Harvard Lampoon.
Harper's. Is that what it was?
Harvard. National
Harvard's.
Lampoon
That's it.
was
It started at Harvard. Yeah, that's
Harvard
right.
Lampoon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Anyway, so somehow that evolves into what do we all know with the National Lampoon and the
Yeah.
Albert. What was his name? Albert E. Newman. All that shit. That's the same magazine,
No,
right?
I don't think
Mad.
so.
That's Mad magazine.
That's
Never
Mad
mind.
Magazine.
Never mind. Yeah.
Lampoon was 70 to 98. Looks like.
Right. Okay. So this Mark Rubert, he I guess he for a while he worked for National Lampoon, and then then MTV was real big, and at some point MTV wanted to launch a magazine, and so Mark Rubert went to work for MTV, and it was like an online magazine, right? And so he did that for a while, and anyway, he was a
Okay.
he would like he was around those he wasn't a mover and shaker himself really, but he knew everyone as a writer, and he ended up working for the LA some newspaper, not the LA Times, but the LA Examiner or something. But he did articles, and he did exposés on the something my son works out in Malibu at these clinics. So, and there's a lot of scams involved in that. So he did a lot of undercover work as a reporter, going into these places, checking
Mhm.
in and then doing undercover reporting, like kind of like Project Veritas kind of shit. And then he wrote a book about it, that I don't know, this was several years ago now, but okay. So,
Right.
anyways, fast forward. So he knows a lot. I mean, this fucker knows a lot of fucking funny stories about people. Like he works with Oliver Stone most recently with his JFK stuff. He's
Right.
so and the Untold Stories. They've done a lot of videos on a lot of characters, all surrounding this JFK. So if after you listen to all this stuff, you can't come away with any other idea that uh, uh, Johnson had him killed.
Oh yeah. Well,
So anyway,
I kind of suspect that already. I don't even need to go watch this. Watch it.
right. But that's just the JFK stuff. But there's just different things. I mean, so
Right.
depending on, I mean, I just like him. I think he's just funny to listen to, and he just get
What's his name again?
Mark Grubert,
Marco Bear. This is still going on
Groubert.
this show?
Yeah, every Friday they do, and then like Robert Barnes will be. Usually they do a free for all on Friday.
Robert
You know,
Bonds has seen from Frey and Viva and Bonds.
yeah. But so
Okay.
yeah, Eric Hunley had his own channel doing. I forget what that was, but all of a sudden he joined up
Listen,
with Mark.
I'm getting very tired all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah. Like I
It's
said,
getting
I
late.
was getting ready about after midnight, but
Yeah, man. But it's
but
been
yeah,
real.
check it out if you're bored and you want. It's
Oh man, there's always something to watch, right? The
yeah,
list just
I guess so.
grows.
I guess so. And we'll just watch what
I'm
we
still
want
trying to
anyway.
finish up Lucifer. I'm trying to finish it up. It's been
Oh,
5 years.
you can
See it.
have that one, dude. That was like, I can't. I
I
don't
know
know.
you
I
couldn't. You
can't.
couldn't deal with the drag queens. It is a little
It's
wokeness.
not
I
even
like.
that.
I was
It's more
watching
like
some of it today. I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to get through this. Past. Get to the.
I didn't even think it was that clever of a show. That's that was really like it was like I could get by some tranny shit, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, we'll say goodnight.
Later, dude.
Thanks everybody in the broadcast. Yes.